Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and today we are going to be messing around in Gems of War. No new content coming in today, so nothing really new to go over. But as far as what we'll be messing around with, I figured we'd focus on a little bit more towards Queen Mab and Queen Titania, since they're both basically the opposites of each other. So yeah, we're going to be messing around with that. Probably starting with Queen Mab, as she is readily available this week. Not only is she in event keys, but of course she's also within the Soul Forge itself. Highly advise making sure you leave this week with a freeze option, because there's 1 in the Soul Forge and 3 in the event key drop pool. So yeah, there's definitely plenty of options if you don't already have one. But yeah, for any of you that don't know, Queen Mab is the best freezing troop in the game. Freezes whenever there is a extra turn. And this is just very, very easy to freeze the enemy team with. If you just get a couple extra turns going, boom, you pretty much just froze their entire team without losing a single turn. What makes it really good, of course, is the 0 downtime that it has on it. But anyways, let's go and mess around with stuff. I haven't pre-built any teams, even though there's plenty of them out there. If he's not using Mana Shield, I kind of want to go back to a very old style team. But I definitely want to go try it real quick. Queen Mab. There's actually a Queen Titania team set up very similarly to this as well. Valkyrie, and what would be the standard one for these days to use with this? I know the one I used to use with it, but it doesn't really work as well. I don't know, maybe we'll go full classic. We'll throw a Soothsayer in there. Why not? Soothsayer isn't really as good these days, but oh well. We'll go throw it on the Claw banner, and let's give it a shot. This, at one point, was the strongest team in the game. Might as well go back to it. If nothing else, it gives us a reason to use Soothsayer. Soothsayer I absolutely love as a troop, though as of recently there's been almost no point in using him, because with the 4x speed option, he just takes too long to figure out where you want to cast them and just isn't worth using. Also, hello Sea Dog, hello Max, hello Imperator, hello Humberto, and hello PlayerDaniels. Welcome all. If you guys have anything you want me to go over, just let me know and we'll definitely make sure to do so. Anyways, we'll start right off with that, trying for some of the Cascade off the drop. Not actually getting any though, but we'll go and get a nice Valkyrie set up there. He completely ruins it, though he does create colors that we want. The only problem here is I have to convert out something like red. I guess we'll go for it simply because of how much more we actually need blue. Oh, I didn't even realize that. No! I thought he didn't have a mana shield or anything. He actually does. I was like, yeah, we could totally go and double Queen Mab it because he doesn't have any protection. Nope. That was actually the main thing that killed Queen Mab. That and the 13 requiring her for an extra turn, where it used to only be 10. But yeah, she used to be absolutely insane when she could do it on 10, and there was no immunities to it. But yeah, there's immunity to it, and he actually has it, but at least we'll get the freezes. He's not really going to be extra turning anytime soon, that is for sure. Well, we can take out his entire team except for the 1. I guess we'll just have to kill that out with skulls, because yeah, we don't really have another option. And Queen Titania is kind of nice in that it can still kind of do this exact same concept of team, except it's not restricted with the whole mana shield thing, which kind of got us pretty hard this battle, since I did not notice that. But we'll throw that down. That would be team wipe pretty much right there. Unfortunately, the 1 is obviously still very much alive, and of course he would agile that at 1 HP, why wouldn't he? But we'll go grab all that. I'm going to Soothsayer kill him, because at this point with only 1 HP, he's got to go down. Oh no! His convert even counters out the Soothsayer. Really? Okay. Well, we'll go Cascade that, try to get a yellow. Didn't get it. Well, we got the yellow, but I didn't extra turn the yellow, which was the main thing I needed there. Well, let's just keep scolding him until he dies. Unfortunately, due to his reflect thingy, he is going to be getting in a lot of damage. I can't really do anything other than these skulls, though, because, yeah. We can't mana shield, or not mana shield, mana burn him, simply because it'll do absolutely nothing. He's gonna kill that out. Not much I can do about that, except keep controlling the board and go from there. Also, that reminds me, people have been mentioning that the eye trick actually works. The using the dragon eye weapon to constantly farm event gems. Very interesting concept. I might need to go do that actually. I didn't realize that worked, but no, people were mentioning in 2 videos actually, or no, during yesterday's stream and the previous stream. Not quite sure why someone mentioned on the previous stream as well, or, you know, like the one beforehand. But anyways, the bottom line is apparently the dragon eye does indeed count as a kill, which is kind of odd. But it does. Let me actually go test that because I didn't bother doing that yet. Let me go to like Pan's Vale or somewhere, go and explore. And let's go get that Dragon Eye in here with a bunch of things that get mana quickly. Also, hello Cody, welcome. So what did I need again? Other than the eye? I need, well, some kind of mana generator for it. What would we put with it? What color does it even use? Dragon something something. So Dragon Eye, brown. What feeds brown very well? That loops with Apothecary. Because obviously Apothecary. Rock Troll into what? It's Rock Troll, Dark Troll, but then it would be blocked. So I don't want to do that. I guess it's Apothecary, and problem is there's nothing that does that other than Honor feeding back into her, I don't believe. What would be the other option? There's Honor. There's... There has to be a troll that does it. No. Because the... Oh, no, yeah, there is. What's his name? Forest Troll. Forest Troll. My beard is still wet from the shower I just took. Barely have any beard, but somehow the water is still staying on it. Anyways, and I guess something to feed the two of them. Maybe just a Valkyrie or something. Just so we get some souls. Because we're not trying to win. We're just trying to get infinite gems. Oh, in that case, no, I was going to throw a World Breaker. That'd be too overkill. I want to deliberately not win. As weird as that may seem. A little bit of a strange team. I think we can make it work, though. I don't think it has as big of a loop as I want it to, though. But we're definitely going to give it a shot. What hero class are we currently using? I don't really want that lethal, but okay, we'll take it. And I'll put it on Warlord 4, because I want to deliberately not win. Also, hello, name I can't pronounce. Hello, Mr. Jesse, and hello, D. Welcome all. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we'll go and, what should we start off with? Probably the Valkyrie, and then get everything rolling. I set the banner to it, too, so I might as well utilize it. Ooh, even got an extra turn off it, nice. And now we can just kind of start rolling with this, so we'll go convert that out. Ideally, we'll have something to brown right here, though it doesn't appear that we do. So we'll probably just go for the double green. That only really feeds us into Apothecary, but that's perfectly fine. Do I get rid of blue? Yeah, I guess I get rid of blue. So we'll go get rid of that. It gives us our eye. That gives us Apothecary back. Apothecary gives the other guy back, and so on and so forth. Double check that the board is clear, and does this indeed count as an eye? I mean, as a thingy. I'm not quite sure. We'll find out at the end of the battle if that counted as a kill. We actually won't be able to tell beforehand because nothing actually initially appears. Oh, I clicked that to go use it on brown, but then I just realized I needed to not use it on brown. Well, that's kind of counterproductive. We'll go do it on blue right there since I don't think there's another option there. Apothecary will throw down onto, I guess, the blues we just created. If nothing else, we can go and take that out that way. A lot of blues I got to remove, though, now. That double green we'll easily be able to get, but for now, let's throw another one down. And there we go with 2. Well, we'll know automatically. If we have something like 20 event gems by the end of this battle, we know what happens. Where's my full mana? Take that. There we go. Get you to full. Throw that down. Randomly getting skulls. Oh yeah, it destroys those gems too. I completely forgot about that. On top of everything else it already does. So now we need to get another Apothecary that feeds it back into it again. Back to full mana. Move that back over. Really curious if this does indeed give it. People were saying that it does though. So we'll see. I'm not seeing the event gem fall every single time. Okay, we'll get the Apothecary down. And no, don't kill him yet. Don't do it. Oh wow, they hit hard with those skulls. There we go. And the baby dragon. Hello, Watcher. Hello, Captain. Welcome, welcome. What do I throw the blues at? I'll do it on purples. You know what? I'll go for double green actually, and then Apothecary immediately. Perfect. Let me actually get rid of the greens I just created. Goodbye, green. And now we get an eye. And we transform our dragon into a dragon. Let's see. The exact same dragon at that. Get the Apothecary. Do I take the skull? Oh, it looks like we took it. Apparently the answer to that is yes. So go throw that down. Get one more eye. Should probably end it soon. Then again, he's probably going to end itself. Then again, we can... Oh, you know what? That would work really well in PvP if we could get it down to like 1 or 2 troops remaining. And we could just keep doing it on the baby dragon, and then it keeps turning into a baby dragon that just tanks. And we can keep keeping the baby dragon alive. That'd be kind of funny. Anyways, let's go throw that down again. And get Apothecary right back up. I don't know if this will actually be quicker than battling them, though. I guess it kind of would be, because we get quite a bit of a loop on this. Well, it's not the best of loop. There has to be a better combo than this. Pretty sure I'm not using the most optimal combo. Oh no, we lost it. Well, it looks like we have to win the battle now. Unfortunately, I don't have real damage, so this is going to take a little while. It's kind of hoping that we would eventually win off of, or win/lose or whatever off of simply getting him killed on accident by a skull. But apparently the inverse happened. He killed us with a skull. So yeah, that didn't quite work out. But we'll go and throw the purple here. Or the brown to purple. I mean the purple to brown. And come on, skulls, I need you. You need that last little skull poke. There we go. He fell for the bait. Though he might get a transform. Luckily he doesn't. This one might also get a transform. No skull for us. Double the green. Hopefully get lucky. Kind of. Throw an apothecary down or not have any apothecary. That works too, I guess. Not really. Go throw that over and skull. Okay, so did this count as kills? If it has any number higher than 4, then it did. Yes, it does. Wow, that is broken. Yes, it does. Transforming a troop into a different troop on the enemy team, not on your own team. Transforming an enemy troop does indeed give you event gems. That is so broken. Very interesting. Very interesting. What is the best loop that does brown? That doesn't kill the team? The biggest issue is it needs to not kill the enemy team. Like, if we had the ability to kill it, then we'd have a lot more leeway. But there aren't really too many. There's, like, Apothecary, there's Rock Troll, and there's, that's pretty much it. Maybe, like, Honor under some circumstances and a few others. But, I don't think there's anything that can really loop it enough. Yeah, it is interesting. Is there another 100% transform in this game? I don't believe there is. Pretty sure that weapon is the only 100% transform to an enemy. Let's see. That's to an ally. That's summons. This is a 20% chance to transform. Let's see. This is like a 25. No, it's a 33% on that one. That one's an ally one. This one's like 25, I believe it is. Even though it's like 2 different options, they said that they made the option for transforming lower. So it's not actually 50-50. That one's for an ally, so those don't work. Ally again, yeah. So basically that weapon is the only... Oh, there's this one too, but that does it for an ally. Again. So yeah, there's only Dragon Eye. Dragon Eye is the only viable option that can do that. That's pretty broken though. Pretty sure that they don't intend that to be a thing. But it is a thing. You can just use an infinite mana loop and just go eye crazy with it. Okay, where's the Queen Titania? I do want to go mess with Queen Titania too. Let's see, where does she go? Do I not have her saved? Because I definitely need to save that team. Or a team with Queen Titania. I think I may have overwritten the really amazing... No, there it is. I still have it under Yalgway Gold for whatever reason. We're probably going to get completely decimated because of the team he's using, but I do want to go use it. But yes, this is basically the team that we used right when we started the stream. This is the Queen Titania version of that team. And this is probably better than that other team because... of course, the biggest issue that the previous team had, which was pretty obvious since we kind of got countered by it in that battle, was it's horrible against mana burn. Or things that are immune to mana burn, I should say. But this team there's no immunities that can really make it go horribly, because nothing can actually really counter Queen Titania. I guess Fairy being immune to like the burns and stuff like that can have some effect, but... Oh, wait, why did I not go for the kill? But it's not really going to make too big a difference. Okay, we're going to go for that doubling as right then. Get a double poke here. And yeah, we're pretty much going to be good to go. Take the little bit of mana. Take the other one down. Throw one more down. And as you can see, yeah, it's it's got it on lock pretty nicely. Oh wow, another one of these. This is also one of the most annoying defend teams in the game, if not the most annoying one. I generally consider the one he's using right now to be the strongest possible defend team. Yes, the transform does indeed give you extra gems. People were mentioning that the other day on both the previous 2 streams. Well, after the fact. But yeah, it does indeed give you count as event gems for whatever reason. Really odd that works, but it does. Okay, this whole board is pretty horrible right now. Nothing we really need to take off this board. This will take some purples. Well, I guess there's technically something for us to take then. Take that skull. Need to be very careful not to get frozen. Him sculling us is perfectly fine though. Entangle means almost nothing. I need a red surge. Actually, you know what? Let's just go and try going for it. Okay, good, we got it. And that's pretty much match from here forth. Throw this down. Hopefully have can you cast? There we go. We don't have an alchemist. Nothing even good to kind of just poke it with. So I guess maybe we'll just take a red or something. But then again, I want to keep that for the other guy too. Guess we'll take some browns then. Get him up a little bit. He denies out the other one, unfortunately. I don't have a yellow I could take. Actually, technically I do. I could do this on brown and then double the red. So I guess that's exactly what we're going to do. Go do that. Oh, he finally got an extra turn. I thought that wouldn't give him one. Okay, that's bad then. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that's really bad. He's starting to get the loop going. Okay, we lose our turn here, but I need the manas very badly. What will you go for? Please the skull. Oh, he didn't go for the skull. Okay, yeah, we were going to lose to the freezes. But we'll take that. He'll have to go for the skull there. Oh, no, he doesn't even do that. That would have given us so much value. Yeah, he's going to win off the loop. No! Can't even get it on that. Oh, well. Wait, why on earth is he using the... Oh, I guess he's still using Pure of the other kingdom. Not quite sure why. But we'll go and kill a bunch of Valkyries, apparently. It's even a revenge battle. Yeah, we need to not use this against Freeze. Definitely not a good idea. Every single thing on our team is dependent on getting extra turns. And because of that, we obviously don't want to be frozen, since we will lose all of our turns. Alright, let's move that over. I don't really need to think this out too much. It's just a bunch of Valkyries. The worst that can happen is it hits us with a few skulls, if even that. Alright, we'll get an Alchemist here. Hopefully he doesn't deny it, and he doesn't, so we'll do that on the green there. Almost killed my Alchemist, though, surprisingly. Grab that, go for the reds. Probably miss. No, we got it. Apparently there was enough. Go for the brown there. Get a nice queen down. Get the reds we need, and that's already overkill. If we could get the mana that is, and down it goes. Yeah, no, going with a quick explore team probably would be about the same speed, if not even quicker than doing the eye thing. So it's not really too broken, but I don't think that's intended that you get a event gem every single time you transform an enemy. Because it doesn't actually count as a death for death-related traits. Which is odd that it works for event gems. Because normally event gems are only related to, specifically to things that actually trigger on the, on death. And transform is not an actual death. But apparently for event gems, it is considered one. Okay, we'll do this on brown, just because they both surge, it's full mana, and they did, perfect. Still need a little bit more, gold, but we'll go and try for it. We didn't get it, which is kind of to be expected, but we get the follow-up, so that's all we need. Throw it again, and now we get to actually pile him with everything. Not enough for full mana, though, but we can move that down, take the other one, double Queen Titania, get our mana rate back up, and yeah. We can get like 4 cast out of that once we get the cycle going, if not even more, for free, without even wasting a turn, with 50% additional damage to everything. I do still feel like they made Queen Titania slightly too good. It's basically stronger than Queen Mab's initial damage output. Of course, Queen Mab gets bigger over time, but still. Once you get that initial loop going, or on any team, really, if you just get a bunch of mana, and you get it this 13 plus red, and then the fairy fires from the extra turns that you did in getting that much, it just starts to pile everything down. She's still way above damage average as well, as far as like AoEs are concerned. Particularly extra turn AoE. She is really above average for extra turn AoEs that hit all enemies. Very, very nice. Alright, he's gonna get an Infernus here. I'm actually just gonna let him, because at this point I have no easy way of really doing anything about that, and I need him to clear out the board so we get a better board for casting. That is a bit better, so we will go for it. Okay, apparently not enough. Well, he barely had any gold, so I guess that's kind of to be expected. But was hoping we'd get a little bit better than that. I'm gonna do this purple, and then hope that we could take that blue next turn. Oh wait, never mind. Oh wow, how did I not see that? Wow, okay, I deserve to lose that one. Rip. Also, that's my normal team, actually, that I normally use. Please, no. I need to avoid every single team that uses that next combo with Dawnbringer. Unless I'm using like one of my absolute main teams that isn't dependent on looping. Or if it does loop, it at least has a cleanse. This team does not have that luxury, so you won't actually be able to use it against it. Alright, we'll go move that. Take ourselves a brown or a red if we can here. Neither seem to be available though, because it doesn't want to help us. Okay, never mind. Yellow's there. We didn't get an alchemist yet, but I'm still gonna go for it. There we go, we actually got it. And then we can just double queen Titania. And that's pretty much match. Actually, that is match. Hello, Lexia, welcome. You had one fun game. You killed the dragon soul with a baby dragon, which transformed into a dragon egg. Killed the egg. It summoned another baby dragon and transformed into a dragon soul. Nice. Wow. Not exactly a baby dragon into a dragon soul, but same difference. Really funny. Killed it and got another baby dragon, which transformed into Leviathan. Nice. The joys of how well the AI can use, FT, Forest Troll. Wait, is that what FT stands for? I don't know which one you're referring to with that. I assume Forest Troll. Yeah, normally things like the doubling trolls, the AI tends to do correctly. It doesn't do it when there's a very small amount of gems on the board, more often than not. And, yeah, and when it does it, it just normally assumes like it's doing at least 6+. And it's most likely going to hit most of the time. Generally, trolls will hit at 9+ or so, for the most part. Depends how the board is set up. You can get it a little bit earlier than that, but it just depends where things are aligned. Okay, well, we'll take that one. So we can take a 5x yellow. And do we bother for this? Probably not. Oh, let me move that first. Now it's a little bit better, now that we have the reds like that. Because there's more options for it to extra turn. And it does indeed extra turn in that area. Very nice. As well as a few other areas. We have Alchemist. I don't have anywhere to use the Alchemist though. So that doesn't really help, but there we go. That brings the opening we need. Hopefully this does not miss before I do though. Let me move that. Get one queen Titania down. And then we double cast for the win. I still need a little bit more mana. So we'll go and get that mana. And throw this down before I do. Move that. And there we go. Throw one, throw two, dead. One, and two. And down it goes. You made 5 times bullseye in a row. 3 in one battle and 2 in the next. I noticed the 3. I did not notice the 2 afterwards, though. But yeah, we've been getting... we were really, really lucky with bullseye that day. That was just kind of the theme of the entire stream. I should have just, like, named the stream to bullseyeing everything. I don't know, something. I'm definitely running out of stream titles, that is for sure. From streaming every single day. I've been out of titles for, like, months now. It's just whatever comes to mind when I'm just about to start up the stream. It's like, just put in whatever there at this point. Unless there's obviously something specific going on. But when there's absolutely nothing going on, it's like, okay, what do I put for the title? It's particularly hard with things like raids and invasions because there's almost no variation between them. At least with things like Guild Wars, I can say something based on the color of the day. But for raids and invasion, it's just 7 days of pretty much the same, except for maybe the first day and one of the later days when we get a little bit of a better reward from it. Like today, when we should be getting one of the orbs, hopefully. My guild's still only about halfway there, but by the time it's later tonight, they'd probably be closer. What do we go for? We could red the skull. He's going to transform all these yellows away, so I'm actually hesitant to throw a that ability down at the moment. So we'll go throw this down, throw the skull. At least we're going to get 8 kills here, so I'm pretty sure we were going to hit the kill limit regardless of if people were helping us with it. Well, he barely lives. That armor trait actually helps him live there. Look at that, 1 HP. It's that 6 extra armor constantly. Got it like 2 or 3 times now. What else do we need to move? I guess we get an alchemist here somewheres or not. Oh no, we have it on blue. I didn't see that extra blue right there. Nice. And of course he gets that summon. We'll go clear them out real quick. And then we go and kill them with a double cast. Oh wait, that wasn't enough. I saw that like 1 second too late. Okay, we'll go throw that down. And move that over. Not like it's gonna matter. We're gonna easily win regardless. Throw this down and then double queen. Please cast. And then double queen Titania into the win. They really need to add that. They mentioned it, but I don't know when they're actually gonna get around to it. Adding hotkeys to PC version, so I don't have to keep misclicking like that. Technically console already has it because of how hotkeys are. Technically even PC already has it, but you have to have a controller plugged in. If you just have a keyboard plugged in, it will not work. You can't set any kind of bindings. The only function that currently works on keyboard is, for whatever reason, the escape key, but no other key really works. Other than, I think, page up and page down, or the scroll thing. Let me see. No, that doesn't do anything either. Nope, only the escape button. Only the escape button. Nothing else. Hello, GJ Ram. Welcome. Hello, Lurking. Can you show a Damon team? Sure. What kind of Damon team? Like pure yellow, or just a more general one, a low rarity one? Though most good Damons are higher rarity. I could show what I used to use for Yellow Guild War. That's I actually used to use the team before Guild Wars even existed, or at least a variant of the team, not specifically with Amnesia, but a very close variant to it. But yeah, we can go do it real quick. It's not really anything too over the top. Daemons are okay. There's a lot of really, specific really strong daemons, though an entire team of daemons don't really work out the best. We'll go move that. Oh, we're still one red short, so we'll go through that. Wasting a lot of mana, but we get our extra turn. The main thing that we needed there. So throw that, throw that. Go get an alchemist somewheres if we can. Which, well, we could go to do that. Get a money lender, and then hopefully he doesn't revive. That'll be good to go. If he does, we still have follow-up damage, and down he goes. But yeah, I don't know what kind of Damien team you want, so we'll just go build this real quick. This was what I used to use for, let's see, you're running Gorgoltha, Yagway. Wait, Yagway's actually Damon? Oh yeah, he is, because he's the Damon elf. Forgot about that. Gorgoltha, Yagway, Cabarrus, and Amnesia. Yeah, that sounds perfectly fine. The team I was going to mention was Gorgoltha, pretty similar. Of course, obviously Gorgoltha. Obviously Amnesia. If you're running all Daemons, you're probably running Amnesia with it. If you're bothering to run 4 times Daemons. And other than that, we throw in a Famine and a Moloch. And we're good to go. Moloch. And Mass Mana Drain. Throw it onto a brown yellow. And we'll be good to go. Where's brown yellow? Brown yellow, brown yellow, brown yellow. It's drifting sand. It's in alphabetical order. Where are you? And down it goes. I still hate that it's... I do not understand this whatsoever. Who thought of this? The banner name is in bold and all big and everything. But it's in alphabetical order based on the grade text. The one that is harder to see. I did not understand that at all. Anyways. Really weird design. Oh, you don't have a famine though. Aw, my bad. Shouldn't have showed this one then. Yeah, I kind of should have assumed that. Well, I saw Amnesia, so I was like, okay, maybe you might have it, but nope. Okay, apparently not. So yeah, pretty much just sticking with what you're already using. Sounds perfectly fine then for a Damon team then. What do we need? We'll go get Amnesia then. Go for the full mana and go from there. Oops, I took that thinking it would actually go into her. Fail. We'll go move that over. Got the free blue. Now it gets to go in there. And now we'll just go and explode something like yellow. And yeah, we're pretty much good to go. Get all the mana we need. Get a Gorgoltha. And yeah, it's pretty much matched from there. Got our Moloch. Got all the drains we'll need at this point other than getting our Famine back up. So we'll go for... Oops, I should have done the other one. Oh wait, we already had Famine up. What am I doing? Didn't even see he got the last little bit of mana there. But we'll go and Famine that so he dies down. Biggest threat on the opposing team. Let's see, we'll get that. Get a Moloch, get another Famine. I don't want to hit for him yet because I want to make sure we get a... I don't want to kill him so we can use his boost ratio for... well, we killed him. It wasn't really a choice there. But I wanted to try to use his boost ratio for killing these out because it would give us slightly additional damage. Oh, come on, Famine, go. And throw that down. One single hit. Throw it into a Skull Poke. And oh, speaking of Skull Poke, he actually got us. That's not nice. Okay, I don't have any drops either. I just have to go for some blues in Amnesia. We get to, of course, as Amnesia does, we keep getting Inferno Kings in first slot. So we have that to kind of tank with and get burns down and all that. Get a Famine on him, higher boost ratio off the Famine, and down it goes. You joined a guild, but not receiving the skill bonus. Oh, I saw you mention that on one of my comment sections, but apparently I forgot to answer you. Yes, that is one of them I accidentally forgot to go by. Sometimes I get distracted, and then I didn't get to it. Like, I can see all my YouTube, whenever anyone comments on one of my videos, it's very easy to see it the first time I go into that menu. But then every subsequent time that I go into that menu, it's really hard to see some of the older ones. And it kind of just got buried because it got sidetracked by something at the time. But yes, to answer your question, I believe it will be fixed after the week transitions into the following week, I would assume. I've never heard of that issue before, but yes, just waiting until the week transitions will probably be fine. But no, when you switch into a guild, you should automatically get whatever bonuses they have. Maybe they changed that in the most recent patch to make sure people don't, like, exploit it for whatever reason, or somehow, or whatever. But, no, I never actually heard that not working before. But yeah, if it doesn't work on Monday, I would probably report it to Gems of War support if it doesn't seem to fix itself on Monday. You can also just check under your bonuses, too, if it's actually applying. If you go under Troops and you go under Bonuses, it should say Guild Bonuses and then some numbers. And whatever the numbers say here should be what your guild says. And if this doesn't show up at all, then yeah, that's definitely some kind of issue then. Or they just deliberately changed it to make sure that people who transition guilds midweek are not able to get it. Though I'm pretty sure people do automatically get it. But yeah, just double check to see if that's there. And if it's not, then basically just contact them. Gems of War support underneath the support section. Or gemsofwar.com, and then under support. And then click submit a request all the way in the top right. And that's where their support is. And you just send us a request there, and they'll situate things. Okay, what should we go for next? I guess we'll go back to the... Oh, let's go back to Queen Mab. Wait, I have Queen Mab meta? Oh, I just have this set up. That's not really something. Well, I guess it is something. It's one of the strongest defend teams there is around, though it's not really good for invading, which is why I don't really use it much. There are definitely plenty of better options these days, but we'll go move that over. He gets a little bit of brown. Actually, a lot of brown because he got that extra brown to cascade. Lucky him. But we'll go and get a double green here. Hopefully get that Kraken up. And yeah, we should be good to go from here. Did we go for all that mana? Yeah, because we do need quite a bit of that. Get a Dawnbringer down because protection, and hopefully he doesn't take blue. Perfect, and throw this down. Pretty good chance. Didn't get it. He didn't do anything, though, surprisingly. Well, I guess because he was frozen. So he didn't really have the opportunity to. So we'll go move that, move that, move that. Get a Skull Poke. He didn't actually even disable us. So we'll go and double the greens. Get the... Actually, I'll move that first. Go for the Kraken there. And down it goes. Okay, and free Queen Mab into Dawn. An easy cleanup. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working then. I've never actually heard anyone really mentioning about the guild thingies not working. The guild little bonus thing. The stats that you get from completing all the tasks. Yeah, I would definitely report it to them then. Okay, what do we need to move around? We'll go and... I guess we'll just take a brown. Well, blue works too, I guess. We're gonna move that over. Get a double green. Oh, he just denied some of my green. Still got the turn though. Not enough for full mana though. Don't miss. Well, we got the Devour at least. So it kind of didn't miss. We get that double green, get our manas, see if we can get some Krakens or something going on. Get our Dawnbringer down, get that for some damage. See if we can get a Queen Mab in here. Yes, we can. Perfect. Get a Kraken. Kill. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a Devour chance into the next one anymore. It used to. Not anymore, though. And down it goes. Yeah, Queen Mab. Very good at freezing. Very good at damage. Can be slightly underwhelming at times, though. Mainly because she... Well, not underwhelming, but... She's completely hard countered by Impervious, That's the biggest issue with Queen Mab these days, is anything with Impervious just auto wins, essentially, against her. Her freeze doesn't work against it, her damage doesn't work against it, and basically her, in just entirety, doesn't work against it. So she's kind of left with no option. Unless you have other options on your team, which normally you would have. But, yeah, I would just kind of avoid them. Anything that ever has Impervious, definitely avoid them. Like crazy when using her. Because she will, if there's like 2 of them on the opposing team, you might as well just completely bail because there's no point in using her on it. Yeah, we'll go through the Kraken down. Oh wait, why did I not take the brown? Luckily it stayed exactly in place. So we got to take it immediately after. Let's go get the double green here before he does. I think we can actually reduce the amount of green on the board, which I need to do because he's about to do his thing. It's kind of weird that putting more gems onto the board can actually reduce the number that there is on the board. But, yeah, it does happen. Actually, he just helped me because we can go for that. And again, that actually reduces the number of green on the board. Do I go for Kraken? It can't devour into the next one, so it's probably not worth it, but I'm still doing it. Because there was a chance we could actually turn back into Dawnbringer. But regardless, we could just throw Dawnbringer now, and that's match. Same difference. Good morning, Zidicus! Welcome! Today you got your guild to 180,000 trophies. Nice. On the console version or on PC? Mobile? Also keep up the good work with you. You inspire you to keep playing Gems of War. Well, thanks for that. And you like how you're so friendly. Thank you for that, too. I do try to stay pretty friendly. Or whatever words you would use to describe that. Let's see. Oh, no. I'm trying to think of the... I'm thinking of a specific word, but I can't think of it at the moment. But anyways, thanks for the compliment. Much appreciated. But yeah, I'm pretty chill. Nothing really gets me angry. I don't curse or anything like that. And always pretty tame in regard to things. Okay. We'll go take the red over, get it into the blue. Hopefully get a double green here. Just go take a skull. And what else do we need? We'll go through a Dawnbringer down. Do we even double green? Don't really need it. Oh, I guess it's better than throwing a Kraken at 6 blues. It's still, come on, it's still 6 blues. Didn't change at all. Well, what do we need then? I guess we take the purple? Actually, we take the yellow because that gives us a 5 times purple. And now we see what we could do. Well, that's a little bit better. The blues are in good locations too, even though it's not as many blues. Well, it's better than 6. Queen Mab. Go through this just for some damage. It's a double kill, actually. And what else do we need to move around? Do we go for a double green chance? Yeah, why not? Oh, wow. Triple green chance right there. I was only expecting a double. We got triple. That's why you go for them. You never know when they'll actually work. And throw the Dawnbringer. And down. Is it worth it to use an Orb of Ascension on Freya to save it for another week? No, I would not bother putting on Freya. Yeah, I probably wouldn't bother putting it on Freya. Why am I brain fading on what Freya is? Oh yeah, definitely don't put it on Freya. Nope. I was initially thinking that too, like, oh yeah, you could just use it on the bounty troops and stuff like that to get them their bonus. But it's actually really bad doing it on the bounty troops. The main reason being is those, the raids and invasion troops are never going to be useful after their initial week. The only times when it might be useful is actually, I just said the wrong thing there, but the bounty troops would be the only instance where it may be a good idea to use Ascension Orbs on them. The main reason for this is bounty troops, there's no restrictions within bounty battles. The only restriction within bounty battles is an indirect one, and that is you need to use as many bounty troops as you possibly can get away with. But with that being said, you basically want to have the strongest possible bounty troops you can have. So like next week when we're doing Bounty Hunter, my team is going to be 4 bounty troops initially for the first 8 or so battles, then 3 bounty troops, and then for the final 2, it'll be 2 fully maxed out bounty troops, whatever the current one is for the next one, as well as the previous one that we already maxed out. So in the case of Bounty Hunter, I think it might be worth it, but in every other game mode like Raids and Invasions, no. For the most part, I'm saving all my Ascension Orbs for 10-star Kingdoms. One other really good purpose for that is if there is a new let's say like legend or something in the event key drop pool or something else like that, and using a single one of the standard upgrade Ascension Orb things. If we go for one of the, what is it called, Orb of Ascension, just a normal Orb of Ascension, this gives really good value when using it for a legend, because if you have, let's say, 2 copies of a new legend, and you want to go get it to Mythic, getting it all the way to Mythic could take anywhere from about 1,000 to like 2,000-3,000 gems, whereas you could just do this with one single Orb of Ascension. That's one of the instances where it gains the most amount of value saved, I would say, is when a new legend comes out in event key drop pool. You can simply use an Orb of Ascension on it, and then you end up saving thousands of gems that you may have thrown at event keys. Of course, if you still need other drops from the event keys, then it's still probably better to keep going with them. But like people like me, as well as many other people in late game, who pretty much already have all the existing content, for newer content, it's really nice just to throw an orb at it, and then boom, it's already upgraded. I haven't bothered doing that yet, but I will be in the future, eventually. Okay, this team needs to stop getting used. I'm just going to use Divines against it. We're not playing around. We're going for the double cleanse. Nothing shall stop it. You can't freeze us now. That's another pretty hard counter to Queen Map 2. Any team that runs with a lot of cleanse. There's not really that many of them, but this is such a strong variant of it that it's pretty much just as used as that defend team, the Nyx defend team with like the Dawnbringer and everything. This is probably used just as much for people invading. Haven't been seeing as much on defend, but I assume quite a few people are actually using this team, or at least similar variants of it. I've seen this exact team specifically on defend some, but it's more of an invading team than a defending team. We'll go for this. And it is kind of weird how a team can be better on defend than it is on invading and vice versa. Because some teams could be amazing while defending, but almost horrible while invading. Not that they're necessarily horrible, but that they don't really gain as much of a value. Simply because they're set up that way either to make sure the AI works that with them, or they're set up in a way that they win very slowly but consistently. Whereas that would be bad for PvP. In PvP, you want to win as quickly as possible and take as much risk as you possibly can, as long as it makes you win even quicker. Because that's essentially the only thing that matters in PvP, is how quickly you win. The performance of the battles mean absolutely nothing. Because of course in PvP, the quicker you win, the more resources you get per hour. And that's one of the main reasons you even do PvP in the first place, is because it's the best place to farm gold. What else? We'll go through that. Hello, Gary! Let's see. Let's see. The best 10 troops to trait first, and was wondering if it was still the same today. Oh, thank you, GJ Ram.
This is for you, ... inspiring me to keep playing Gems of War.
Thank you so much. Let's see. Gary. Where'd it go? How did I lose track of the comment already? Oh, there it is. The 10 troops to trait first? No, I don't think that video is still relevant. It's probably still partially relevant, but some of the very first things I would say to trait these days would be Sunbird, Firebomb, Valkyrie. Well, some of them are overlapping, but yeah, Sunbird. You know, overlapping as in the same ones as the previous video that I mentioned. Also, there's the exact same team. Let's see, Sunbird, not necessarily in any order, but Sunbird, Firebomb, Valkyrie. Trying to think of other low rarity things that are pretty easy to obtain that you might need to trait early on. As far as things that you trait that you get later on, those are things like Gorgolfa, Divine Ishabella, Queen Mab. Those are some of the main few. I'm trying to think of a couple of the other slightly lower rarity ones, though. I guess it's kind of hard to really determine on some of the lower rarity ones, because it depends on how viable you really consider the troop. Because there's some things that are good to trait really early, like let's say a Lava Elemental. But this late in the game, for example, you would never be using a Lava Elemental, very, very rarely if you were. Mainly because there's better options to it this late into the game. But it still technically would be something that you would trait first, simply because you would use it as a early game tank. Another example of that is Night Coronet. You'll almost never see me using a Night Coronet, but it is really viable to be one of the first things you fully trait. Maybe not as your absolute first troop, but definitely can get some pretty solid teams out of using him in first slot, that is for sure. Oh yeah, Warlock's also pretty decent. He only needs his first 2 traits, but yeah, you do get a lot of value out of that. Warlock is the cheapest necromancy in the game currently. And necromancy gives you 50% additional souls, which is of course very useful, especially when using it with a Valkyrie or with a like Dragon Soul if you happen to have, and other options. What team are you using in the later boss raid? Same as we've been the entire time. I don't think I'm going to be revamping it. Maybe I'll give it a shot because someone... I have been considering moving our hero to first slot. I'm going to try it some, probably for tonight, but I'm almost guaranteed not going to be doing it for all the battles. Seems a little bit too high risk for me. It would give us a slightly better chance of winning if we get lucky. Problem is, if we don't get lucky, we are just going to get completely decimated, which is not going to be good. If we had a lot of battles to use, like almost infinite battles, then I'd probably go with the first slot hero. We'll at least give it a shot tonight. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to be sticking with the same thing. But we will try our hero in first slot for one of the battles to see what happens. But I'll go show the team I'll be mainly using. Not the one with hero in first slot, but the other one. Though it's the one I've been using all the other days, so if you saw any of the other streams, it's the exact same thing. I'll just be revamping it slightly for when we move into first slot. Alright, we'll go move that over, throw the Infernus down, and that's pretty much match. Any poke will kill it. And that is indeed the poke. Down it goes. Yep, hey, Swamp Truth Zone. Very nice. I'll take that Arcane. I definitely need it, that is for sure. Go grab that, and yeah, we'll just be sticking with the same thing. Or at least, not initially, but for most of my battles. Oops, that's not where it is. Go into raid bosses, go over to the thingy, and that's not where it is. Fight. And there. This is what we're currently using. Frostling, Mang, Freya, Queen Mab. What I'll be transitioning into is something like Mang, something Freya, Skady, most likely. Not sure what to do for the other one yet. Maybe Ice Golem? Maybe... would need something for... Ideally, something to keep our first slot alive, though I don't think there's any buff within the kingdom that actually does that. Yeah, this is what I've been using for a good majority of my battles, is that setup. It's been working decently. Not anything, like, excessively over the top, but I don't even think a single person has hit 500 yet. Let me see. Has anyone hit level 500? No. 0 people have hit max level on the current raid boss. That is how hard it is with what's currently available. And actually, there's a really large gap, too. Oh, never mind. There's a 460. I was going to say, if that 460 wasn't there, there's like a 120 level gap before the next person who even hits that high. Yeah, all the scores are very, very low. Like, if you're looking at, like, the boss level, yeah, they're a lot lower than they were last week. Last couple weeks ago, you know, last raid week. But yeah, last raid week, they were in the, almost the entire leaderboard, I believe, was in the 500. And now, it's like half that. So yeah, it's definitely a lot harder this week. Oh, we actually have 2 people from the guild on the thing as well. A 270 and a 305. Interesting. Actually, that 305, what's his exact score? Oh, never mind. Wow, he actually got pretty far for that score. Interesting. 305. Oops, I meant to check his actual score number. 20,000, and the other one's at 35,000. Yeah, that's not too bad. Actually, that's pretty high for scoring at 20,000. Oh, wait, that's not even a leaderboard? Wow. Gosh. That's a high leaderboard, then. 20,000 doesn't even make it. We still have some people who haven't done their battles. We need to go do them. Alright, anyways. Let's go and not do that battle. Go do this one. Oh, the #1 person on the leaderboard is from your guild. Nice. Well, that makes it a lot easier for you guys to get all the rewards, that's for sure. Okay, we'll go, and what do I even need to move around? I guess we'll take a red-green. A red-green. We'll go... It's like apple colors right there. But we'll go, and I guess we'll get it out of Mercy so we can throw a Divine and go from there. And then probably transition back into Queen Titania. I don't know why I'm still using this. I mainly was switching it for that one team, but then I just kept using it out of habit because this is still my favorite team currently within the game. I believe Divine Isabella is in the drop hole starting next week as well, though I am not 100% certain on that. Though I believe that it would be the time. I could go backtrack too and check it. I forget if any spoiler thread currently has that information. I can also check just from when I personally did the video. And if it's like a month from ago, then we kind of know that it was, that is probably coming around. Okay, why is YouTube not responding? Come on, YouTube. Creator Studio. Also, YouTube ended up switching their format again. They keep doing it like every few months. It's annoying. I don't know if any of you noticed it on your guys' ends. The biggest thing that's really annoying with it is on one side of YouTube, it has one format, and on a different side of YouTube, like in the Creator Studio and like editing your videos and like going behind and like checking everything, it has the old format, and they always keep doing this. They do an update to YouTube, but they'll only roll it out on all of the mainer pages, but then they won't roll it on all of, like, the back end pages. It's really strange. I don't know why they just don't universally release it across the entire platform. This seems kind of odd to, like, half implement it. Anyways, what was I looking for? I'm looking for when on Earth was she released? What date? Maybe backtrack. Actually, probably would have been better if I just went to my full video library, because it takes slightly longer for these things to load out. Let me see. Divine Isabella. I should see her on the next page. And come on, load. Here we go. Loading, loading, loading. Loading, loading. Loading. It doesn't help that I'm streaming either. That obviously makes it not as good. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Oh yeah, she's definitely coming out soon. She was February 24th. So yes, it has been the month. So there is a really good chance she's coming in next Monday. Though I do not have 100% certainty on that. Though you probably wouldn't even want to throw it then anyways, because nothing new is really coming in other than her coming into the drop hole. But yeah, it will be about the 1 month point at that point. So yeah, she should be in a drop hole then. Normally it's about 3 to 5 weeks after a troop gets released that it'll be into the normal drop hole. And down it goes. Hello, Johnny! Welcome. Also, hello, JZG. Welcome as well. Welcome, welcome. You've been using Freya, Mang, Freya, Skady. Yes, using double Freya would be very viable, and I would be using it if I had it, though I didn't buy enough gem packs to do so. I wanted to buy as minimal as we possibly could, basically just for every unique up to the 3rd one, and that's all I was doing up to. And I wanted to see how good we could actually do with that, so I can kind of gauge what I might need to make as the requirement for the guild or something. Obviously not how much I do, but you know, like a general frame of how much buying 3 packs is. I might end up making it just like a 2-pack minimum. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to see where our points are at the end of the week and participation and everything. Just need to make sure we gain those final rewards each time. What was I looking for? Someone mentioned something. Oh, never mind. It was just that one team. Oh no, I already... Wait. You created a team with him and usual Emperor Corvash and 2 times Firebomb. Wait, what were you mentioning with that? When you said Hydra was completely useless and there are currently no teams? Well, you created a team with him as usual, Emperor Corvash and 2 times... Oh, okay, so it's him in first slot, Emperor Corvash 2 times Firebomb. Well, I guess that would be okay. Maybe for Explore and such. But you could just do that with just about any format, then you wouldn't specifically need a Hydra for it. I wouldn't really advise that for normal battles, though, like PvP, because you would get a lot of better value just using something else there. Biggest issue with Hydra is basically everything is better than it. Sunbird better than it. Rowan better than it. Even Bull Taurus, which only has a 1x boost ratio instead of a 2, better than it, because you don't need to reduce its HP. You can just buff its HP instead. There's really no current viable instance where Hydra is specifically better than a already existing troop, so it never really gets used because of that. So I need to change this team's name. Rename to Let me see if I can remember how to spell her name. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. No, I think I got it right. Yeah, we got it right. There we go. Okay, Alchemist, Moneylender, Double Queen. The Queen T. Mrs. T. What do we even need here? We'll go and grab the yellow to yellow, yellow to brown, yellow to... Well, we don't really have another option. Just yellow to yellow. Actually, yellow to nothing because nothing fell. We'll take the yellow. Get a Moneylender. Okay, that failed. I was kind of hoping we could maybe get lucky, but apparently, no. We'll go move that over just so he deliberately takes a skull. Then again, that actually is enough to kill, so rip. Is he about to kill us with dwarves? It figures I would use like the spam red team against all dwarves. Like the one team I should not actually use this against. I didn't even double check to see what his team was. I have free scouting and I don't even bother using it. Well, technically it automatically triggers, but I wasn't like looking over at it. Anyways, let me go and I guess we'll just move that over. I don't really have anything that worth taking on that board. We'll go grab that, get our Moneylender. We didn't even get an Alchemist down, so we have like no spawn off of him. Still landed it though, which is nice. That gets us a little bit of initial gold. We'll go move that over. He's gonna get a skull of his own. Oh wow, yeah, we're gonna lose this. Actually, I might as well just retreat at this point due to yeah, this is definitely gonna lose at this point. So no point in playing it out. That's the one nice thing about PvP too. Once you know you pretty much already lost or the battle's starting to take a turn where it's just taking way too long, you can easily just cancel it with like no consequence at all, other than just like wasting a minute from the actual prior battle. Alright, we'll get a Alchemist there. That gives us our Moneylender and enough gold to actually land our Moneylender as well, which is important because we do want to land it. Get our Queen Titania's down. Hit, and there we go. That's the kind of thing this team should be doing. And down it goes. What can you use for this team if you only have one Queen Titania? Yagway would probably work as one of the better options. Yagway or Infernus or Ward Breaker if you happen to have. But yeah, Yagway would be one of the kind of mid-range kind of things. A little bit more towards the expensive side still, but it would work out. You can also use a Goblin Rocket, which is another somewhat viable option. That would be super cheap and you probably guarantee have it, but it wouldn't be as effective. Oh, also would help if we're not up against the Spirit Fox. We'll go move that. Also doesn't help that there's also a Scion just sitting there, but we'll see what we can work with. Nothing has immune to mana drain, does it, on this team? So I guess I just hold. I don't have a drop anywheres. So I'm just gonna move that over. I get to keep a very small amount of that mana. Do I take that brown? No, because he's just gonna skull us. So we'll take the yellow. Definitely not one of the things I'd actually wanted to go out of my way to take, but nothing else to really take at the moment. Of course, he would go for that drop and actually get it and get for the kill. And I think we lost actually. We didn't extra turn it. Was really hoping we would get it there. I have to get the luckiest Moneylender ever right now. You got this, Moneylender. Do I try it? I didn't get it. Okay, we lose. We lose to the miss. Unless I can get full mana. Nope, didn't even surge it. And he just kills it out with a skull. Not to mention he drained it even if he didn't kill it. You got this, Yagway. Do the purple to red and then get our loop going. Well, there's not really much of a loop left, so I guess that's not going to work out. Yeah, no alignment, so we'll just take a skull. And I guess I kind of just have to go for it, even though we are giving him so much red. He doesn't actually use red, so it doesn't... Well, he kind of does. He uses it for Ragnarword, but that doesn't really count. We'll go and take the brown over. That's... What? I took it over here. It is like swiping over there. Okay, that dies out. Looks like at this point we just go get Yagway up and win that way. It actually is still winnable, as long as he doesn't get a Spirit Fox up immediately. Okay, never mind. Famine is also bad. Yeah, he's just gonna kill us off of Famine. Nope, no chance then. Like the Skull Poke. Doesn't even kill. That does though, the red for the HP reduced right there. So we'll go for a little bit of poke right there. And looks like Yagway will still tear it through. Definitely did not work out the greatest though. We'll go take that out. And yeah, just take skull, safety skull, just to make sure he goes down. It's pretty much match. We'll take the last little bit of his mana. He's gonna drain it obviously, but doesn't have the capability to drain it. And down it goes with the Fairy Fire. Let's try that again, because that time it did not roll over well, due to not really being able to get the Moneylender rolling initially. Okay, so let's not mess this up this time. A lot better for starting board, a lot better than everything. What else do we need to go poke at? I guess we just throw a Moneylender and hope it hits. Okay, we got a little bit of mana, that's fine, that's fine. Go take a red, get an Alchemist here. Which before we do, should be able to get the Yogway and everything. There's a really interesting team that someone did with a Fair Shroud with a Yogway. You try remembering what that was. Can't remember off the top of my head. But it did end up working quite decently. Basically, it was spawning a bunch of purples and then converting them into reds. Okay, where do we throw this Alchemist? Do we even need to throw this Alchemist? Oh, we can just move that, and then dead. There we go. You have no one else like him except for one Sunbird, why you would use him instead of Max Hydra. Why would you use Sunbird instead of Max Hydra? Well, it depends on how high your Hydra is. I guess technically Hydra would be better than in that case. If you're dealing with, like, let's say an ultra rare Sunbird or an epic Sunbird compared to a legendary Hydra. For PvP, the Hydra actually would be better then. But for Explorer, no, the Sunbird is always better than what's his name? Hydra. Sunbird is always better than a Hydra in Explorer. There isn't a single situation where that would ever change. Or at least currently. Okay, we'll go throw that down. Sunbird's basically the strongest thing you can even really throw into Explorer these days. Or among one of them. Right, we'll get the Moneylender down. Surprised I actually missed. We had a pretty decent amount of gem spawn to do that with. Not the most horrible of boards. But at this point, he's just going to end up destroying itself, so not much we need to worry about. If it would actually do so, that'd be great. Cast already. There we go. Hello, Elite. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hey, do we have anything extra that we get for PvP this week? I don't think we do. What was it actually set to? Totally forgot off the top of my head. I'll go check the event thingy. Glory for Frost Archer. Well, I guess technically we could be putting our Frost Archer on those teams to yield a little bit of extra. I don't have a Frost Archer set up, do I? Oh, Frost Glory. What did I have set up for it? Oh, I had a Queen Mab related team set up for it. Let's go for a World Breaker. I mean, Infernus. Where'd it go? Infernus, and I guess a Mercy. Let's go make this work. And a double yellow. Gonna start using this, I think, on every smaller team that we see. And give it a shot. Hey, oh, I didn't even notice. That was your defend team? Very nice. The firebomb spams. The easy firebomb kills to try to bait people into fighting your team. It's an effective strategy. And it's technically some of the strongest things you can set on your defend is the weakest possible options. Okay, we'll go and... I don't know, it's just really strange how it is. Also, I still find it funny that people are building the Treasure Vault as their defend teams. I still don't even have enough troops to do that, by the way. I only have one Treasure Gnome. Oh wait, did I end up getting more? I don't think I did. It was available, but I didn't go for more. Because there was never any situation where I would need more than one. So I was like, I won't even bother then. I might as well keep using this team for a little bit. We get extra 5 glory from it, so might as well. Alright, get a Grogolfa down before we do double check the board because I didn't already. Get that, please cast. Get that down. Get an Infernus and go from there. So this goes, explodes a bunch. Get like a Frost Arrow to clean up whatever we need here. Never mind, we'll need an entire recast to kill that out. Ooh, we got a Mercy. There goes the Sunbird, healing back up. It's actually going to survive now. By quite a bit, actually. I'm not even gonna bother for that skull. We might as well just go for another Infernus at this point. And that'll be enough to kill. Even after that buff, which doesn't actually do HP. Yeah, using Dark Priestess on Hydra is decent. There's two things that tend to synergize pretty well with Hydra. There's, of course, Dark Priestess, which the reason that does is because of its HP reduction, plus the barrier to help keep it safe for a little while. Though, do keep in mind you can cause lethal damage off that. And the other one is, oh, what's his name? I actually completely forget off the top of my head. 1 second. Where did it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There he is. The Scrimmer, the Lofty. You can either use this to buff up your Hydra, or alternatively, you could use this to basically put a frontline tank in front of your Hydra, so that when it's about to kind of die, you can just keep it protected and then just keep it alive instead. So, yeah. It's kind of interesting troop. Not really one that I messed around with a lot or really showed too many things with the other week. But it does have its potential. And Hydra is one of the few things that it kind of has a interesting synergy with, that is for sure. Okay, let's go and head into the next one. Just noticed that was like off. Let's see. What do we even need here? We'll go take a purple there. Go get that. Go for Infernus. Go from there. Did he ruin it? No, he doesn't ruin it. Perfect. I don't know. How did he get a 100 mark on our last slot? Oh, because of Magnus. I'm actually surprised more people aren't using Magnus on defense. He is a pretty decent defense troop. Not really something I would bother with invades. Messed with him initially, but he doesn't really seem too over the top. You'd be better off with Queen Titania and other stuff in most situations. Not really as worth using him. Is he real? I'm gonna let it go to burn. Will he die off a burn? Yes, he will. Good. So that works out. Hopefully he'll die off that. Good. And now we just poke him with an ice arrow. Actually gonna get a kill off it. Who could have knew? It actually got to do something. How many diamonds we can get a week? Anyone know? Oh, I forget the exact number off the top of my head. There's a post on it somewheres. Let me see. Let me go quick really search it on the Gems of War forum. I think there was one mention of it on the forum that mentioned it a while back. Let's see. Diamonds per week. Dungeon reward summary. Is that it? Yes, it is. Found it. Okay. This link right here. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then I don't know. Let's see. Will that link work? Probably won't. Let me guess. No. Why does the link always want to not work? It's exactly the same as the other link. Why does it not want to bring it specifically there? That's super strange. Like, trying to find a difference between it. No, it's exactly the same. I don't know, that's super strange. But on the Gems of War forum, search Dungeon Reward Summary. And it brings down the full detailed list, as well as every single color's day and all that kind of stuff. Pretty much all the information you will need. But yeah, go to Gems of War forum, which is where you would already be if you click on that link. And just search, what was it again? Search Dungeon Reward Summary under the little search thing. It's probably the first result that comes up. Rewards Summary. Yeah, it's the first thing that comes up if you type in Dungeon Reward Summary. And it just shows a little graphic table thingy with all the info on it. It doesn't count things like the new game modes, though, of course, like raids, invasions, all that kind of stuff. Not that hard to count. Well, I forgot what some of the values were, so If nothing else, that shows a nice breakdown of it, nice and neatly. Also, it's technically more than 190 diamonds because you have to count in shards as well. And on that other chart, you can easily count in the shards. I forget how much it would normally be, though, with all the shards. Because you get like 400 or so, and then you get like extra off the pack, and then the other pack. Let's see. Because basically, 1,000 shards is 10 diamonds. Every 100 shards is basically 1 diamond, essentially. We'll go and take a red to purple. And we even get full Infernus, nice. 1 turn Infernus, unfortunately not an extra turn. Yeah, you can also get 150 per week from the guild. You can also get some by a couple alternative means, like treasure gnomes. By the way, next Friday is the treasure gnome event, for any of you interested. So if you wanted to go farm up a bunch of gnomes, next weekend would be the time. Not this weekend, unfortunately. Other than that, they're also in, like I mentioned, raids, invasions, stuff like that. I think you get a very small amount. And that's pretty much all the locations, unfortunately. If you spend no money and no gems, you will get 190 diamonds per week. It will take 21 weeks to have enough for a mythic. Yeah, it takes quite a while. I think it's about 2 months with all the factors even put together for how many you would get at the quickest possible time. But yeah, it drags on forever when doing it by normal means. But the nice thing about it is it does allow you to choose, assuming it finally comes in rotation, it does allow you to essentially choose any mythic in the game, which is a pretty nice thing to have. Of course, in the past, we didn't even have any way of doing that. Of course, they eventually had to add it, mainly because there was no other choice to, because they're starting to add so many mythics that's essentially impossible if they weren't to add something like the Soulforge. Soulforge still needs a lot of rebalancing, though. Its current balance is really bad at the moment, and has been for a while. Pretty much since forever. While it is a pretty nice feature to have, it's just really unbalanced at the moment. Some things are way over expensive, some things just don't really, they just seem out of place. Like that shard thing in general feels really, really out of place. Because the current way that they have it set up, there's no point ever putting in anything other than diamonds. Because none of the other ones have a sink to really put them into, other than the useless random troop thingy. That's only good for newer players. But newer players wouldn't even have excess of those, so it's really weird that they would put a sink for newer players, but not for later players. Also, can he end his turn? I think he just looped us into a 1-turn win. What is this turn right now? What is this turn? Game? 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 He put a 1 right there. What? What was that turn? He just won. What even just happened? We can still win. I have to get a skull right there. Oh, of course we don't. What just happened? Okay, I need to go back into the replay. Wow. Did he seriously just do that? How many turns was that? I need to count that out. Wow. How many turns was that, too? Let's see. That was like 3 turns in. Okay, he does 1 turn, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on, cast. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then he killed out a turn later with the 8th. Wow. Okay, that's broken. Pretty sure they are planning on nerfing him eventually. If they don't nerf him soon, there's a slight problem. He is pretty up there in powerfulness, that is for sure. A little bit too above average. They did a buff for him quite a while ago, or not too while. Well, I don't know. It's several patches away. Like what? I want to say 9 months ago at this point. Don't even know for sure. But they end up doing a buff to him where they basically increase his base damage by 6. While he did need an increase, they did it way too large of an increase. And they still haven't rolled any of that 6 additional bonus to him back yet. So, like, right now, if he was pre-nerf, he'd only be 30 damage to 2 random enemies, and then half to adjacents, which already was pretty decent. But then they buffed it like crazy, and they haven't nerfed it back. They really need to tone it down by, like, 3 damage or so. Even then, he'll still be insane, but he'll be slightly less insane. He'll still be very viable, just as viable as he is now, but he'll be slightly less overpowered. Yeah, he is one of the highest damage sources in the game right now. Or among one of them. And there it goes. One other pretty nice feature about him, too, is since he's the best burner in the game, you can automatically get 3 damage to all enemies per turn, assuming they don't have immune to burning. Which, even if you're doing horrible and don't really get any moves at all that you can do due to bad board setup or other factors, you can still very, very easily just win it out. Just from constantly burning them down. And basically, if enough turns go by, that's essentially like a full cast of, like, let's say a Christine X or a Dragon Soul or something like that. You can just keep chipping them down turn by turn, very slowly, until they eventually just die out. The power of Infernus. Let's see. Hey, don't publish this video. You don't want them nerfed ever. They made mentions of it that they were slightly planning on it, but then they didn't act on it. So I don't know if they're still kind of planning on it or if they're just going to leave it be for now. And maybe just add a hard counter to him or just maybe more things that have immune to burning or something. Some kind of troop that specifically does 5 times damage only to Infernus. Let's see. We'll go with the Rogue Gorgolta down. He'll just kill itself out. Or not. Never mind. We'll go for the explosion. Why they nerf a troop? They nerf them into the ground. Yeah, that's the only slight problem too. Sometimes, or a lot of times, they over-nerf troops. Or they try rebalancing a troop to make it more viable, but then they make it horrible. That's always pretty funny too. It's like, we're gonna go rework this troop so that people will use it. And then they make it even worse than what it was. That happened pretty notably with 2 troops. It happened with Tall, who in his previous state, while his previous state was pretty horrible at the time, would actually be pretty good on Red Guild War days. It removes all reds and then gains attack based on that. I believe at a 1-to-1 ratio, so basically every red removed was 1 attack. So if it removes 10 reds, it's 10 attack as extra boost ratio. And yeah, that's all it did, but that would be pretty good on Red Guild War days, especially since it had pretty low mana cost. It also used to have Impervious. But the other one that got hit pretty hard was Dark Song, I believe her name is. The yellow-purple from Groshnak, the epic from that kingdom. She used to be completely different as far as what her ability was. She used to be an anti-green troop, but then they changed her into a weird mix of anti-goblin / daemon that basically became useless because... oh wait, was it goblin / daemon? It was something / something. I forget exactly. It may have actually been counter orc or something. Daemon orc. Something along those lines. But basically, whatever they changed it to, it made her completely useless. Whereas before, when she was just a green counter, while she was still pretty weak, she at least had a purpose. She was, well, a green counter. But now she serves basically no purpose. Which is another one, too, where it would have been better for Guild Wars prior. But I believe both of them were changed before Guild Wars even existed. Okay. We'll go through Gorgolfa down. Get that going. Get our mana that we need. And then we can just throw Infernus into whatever follow-up. Oh, he's going to get that. I have no way of stopping it, though. Well, I guess if we extra turn right here, we'll be able to stop it. Do we have Mercy? No, we do not. So we'll just go and Gorgolfa, hopefully get lucky. Yeah, we did. Nice. And then Infernus for the kill. That'll be enough due to half damages. And then we just double poke him, or single poke if we get Infernus, which is what we're going to do. And then we just Infernus him, or take a skull, or anything. And down it goes. Anyways, let me give out the first redeem code. Still haven't given out one yet. So let me go give one of those. And of course, we'll have another one later, and we'll have another 2 tomorrow for the other stream. But let me go hand that out right now. Let me see if I can go find it. Let me X out of this tab. I don't need that. Where's the other thing I need to go to? Right over here. That's not it. Yes, it is. Never mind. Looked slightly different at first. How many codes do we have left? Looks like we'll have enough for the month, as well as slightly into April. Oh yeah, April Fool's is coming up. I wonder if I should do something special for that. I don't know anything creative. We did something somewhat creative last year. I don't know what to really do for it this year. Probably nothing. Well, let's see. What day does April 1st actually start on? April 1st is a Sunday. Interesting. Not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. Oh, we'll see. Nothing else. It's a day I have a lot of free time. Anyways, let me go give out the code. Oops, that's the wrong link. That's the right link. Put that there. Let me go make sure this works. Don't want to give out a blank code. That would be a fail. Though it wouldn't be the first time. Would not be the first time we've handed out a blank code, that is for sure. Redeeming, 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 loading, loading. That's not a good sign. Come on. Okay, there it goes. Okay, successful. And that should be it coming through. Oops, that's my event. Oh, good, nice. Free gem keys, and soon free gems. There it is. There's the mail. Okay, it did come through. But anyways, let me go put that into the interface thing and then post into chat. Let's see, go grab this, copy that, then get the full thing for chat, and go from there. Where to go? Where to go? Redeem code. Put that in there. Boom. And is that centered? God, no. I was gonna say close enough. No, not even remotely close. There we go. That's a little bit closer. Go save that, and we're good to go. Okay, put that back to the corner. And let me go post this in the chat for any of you that want to go use it, or just copy paste it. But yes, there is the redeem code, everyone. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. You can only use it if you're on the PC mobile version of the game. Your invite code can be found underneath the settings menu, underneath where the invite code says. Whatever your game says there is what you put in. The redeem code is found below or in the description. And use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click the link I just posted. And that one should work, that link. And that gives the normal reward of 2 treasure maps. 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. See what we get from the 1 gem key real quick. Anything good? Probably not. Do we need more hellspawn? Oh, we actually did. So that actually is not too bad. Normally an ultra rare would be pretty bad, since that's the lowest rarity you can even get from this key. But that was one we didn't have, so at least it was slightly decent. Speaking of that, let me go for upgradable. What do we have under upgradable these days? Nothing! Nothing is upgradable at the moment. Though with that being said, let me go check the rarity. Okay, let's go have a clicking contest, because there's no really quick way to get to the bottom. So we're just gonna click like 100 times. Actually, I think it's more like 50 times, but anyways. So here's everything we don't have upgraded. Interesting. Oh, that's gonna be slightly annoying with the raid troops. With the raid troops, at least it's gonna be bringing content in pretty quickly though, to kingdoms and such. I didn't think about that though. But with every single kingdom, or every single week constantly bringing in more and more troops like that, it's gonna be slightly annoying, because we're eventually gonna reach the point where 10-star kingdoms might actually require you to go buy all of the weekly things that they have on the given week, like the tier 6, because that would mythic them. Of course, you could always ascension orb them, but I don't know if I would actually want to do that, though we might need to, starting a little bit later. But yeah, we're getting there as far as maxing everything. Still got a ways to go. We actually have a couple of legends here. Wow, Soulzara. I have no clue why. Soulzara does not want to drop at all. Yeah, we've just been getting really unlucky with her. She's been out for a little while now. She's been out since like what, 3.0, 3.05 or something. Yeah, somewhere's around there. I forget exactly. Oh no, not that long. Actually, it might have been more like 3.2. Now that I think about it. But still don't have her maxed out. Same as Skylos. Magnus isn't as big a deal. I guess slightly more so. Actually, Hylinda and Magnus are pretty relevant to go get up. Divine Isabella would be nice too if we... I'm surprised we actually only have 1 copy of her. The Cedric Sparkle stacks, there's no way I'm getting them in the Mythic. That would cost way too many. Resources. Huh. Big yawn. Didn't get much sleep last night. Okay, anyways. Go head back. You still have a single Zara? Yeah, she is quite elusive, that is for sure. She was handed out at a really weird time. She came out when a patch launched, and there was never really any period where you could easily get her. There's also been, surprisingly, 0 Groshnock events since her release. So there has been no way to actually go an event key for her either. So, yeah, the only real way to really craft her since then was basically either just hope you got really lucky off a random drop or, of course, Soulforge. But yeah, there hasn't been any really accessible, easy way to obtain her, which is why quite a few people probably don't have her. Okay, anyways, let's go back to, do we do this again? Oh no, I should probably ditch the Archer. The Archer's only for 5 extra glory. It's not really doing that much. Isn't really helping much. Well, we'll go move that. Double check everything else we have here. Looks like we get a pretty decent mercy. Make sure if you specifically copy the code from YouTube that it doesn't randomly have a space in it. Sometimes the YouTube section, YouTube's really weird with a lot of things, but the links and just everything. But if you try copying and pasting from the YouTube chat, it'll sometimes have an additional space bar before or after, most likely after, the text that you just copy-pasted. So if that's occurring, then just try like hitting backspace once, and it should hopefully fix it. When is the last time you played on your other account on stream video? On stream video, probably a couple weeks now. As far as actually playing it, a couple days ago. But as far as actually like showing it, no, it's been a little while. Currently trying to hoard vault keys on it, though that's not going too well because it's kind of hard to obtain vault keys. But we have 1 on it at the moment. I want to try saving 10 on it and then do a video on opening 10 vault keys. Let's see what we get from it. Dude, I don't think anyone has bothered doing that many at one given time. I would do it for a lot more, but there's no chance we're getting more than that anytime soon. Actually, even doing that many could take us like a month to even reach that point. Okay, let's go get a Gorgotha down. Third end Infernus. We're up against this team, but we should be okay because we have the Mercy as an option if we need to break out of it. Oh, never mind, we're not okay. That's bad. Yeah, it's really bad. Not to mention we don't have any Mercy to really throw in there. Yeah, we do. And he didn't ruin it. Okay, we at least have an okay chance. Still doesn't look good, though. Go throw that in there. Can we get a Mercy there? Oh! We're frozen. We're frozen. Now we're not, but a little late for that. Another Nyx on the most important one again. How annoying. Is exactly enough if it stays burned. Good. Gotta make sure we kill that out so we didn't get a bunch of barriers. Even if we could easily take it out with burn, that's besides the point. And that's pretty much match. Throw the Infernus down, get our sight kill, and then follow up into the kill. You have 5 vault keys at the moment, but you're not using them until the vault event because gnomes have a higher drop rate. Yes, technically using them during the gnome event is the best value you can get from vault keys. Any vault keys that you may have laying around. Because there is a slightly higher chance that you would get another vault key from using your vault keys. So you might be able to repeat a couple of them if you end up saving it for then. It's still a pretty low chance to get it, but it's slightly better at least. If you already do 10 of them, you'd probably get 1 vault key that way. Whereas you would normally need about like 20 or so. Can I run through the Fairish Raw team that uses Umbra Wolf? Sure, I don't see why not. There's a couple different variants of it, but we can definitely go and do, I guess a Dragon Soul double Azur's Umbra Wolf then. Something along those lines, unless you want me to throw like Ferris Rods and stuff. Oh wait, didn't you even say Ferris Rod? Yeah, never mind. So yeah, we'll go throw a Ferris Rod then. Or did he mean the PvP team? I don't recall what the PvP team was if I did end up doing one with it earlier. Because I don't think I would ever actually use Wolf with a Ferris Rod for PvP purposes. Oh, get the Infernus down. Get our damage. Get a Grigolfa. It'll die to burn. Oh, no, it won't. Well, at least not yet. But that'll die to Infernus, I guess. Same difference. It still dies to burn, technically. Hello, Joen. Welcome from Norway. Welcome, welcome. Dev said they will buff gnomes for next vault event. I thought they said it was going to be next patch, but yeah, for next gnome event, that'd be really nice. Maybe we'll have to do it then, because I was actually considering not doing it for the upcoming event. But if they're going to be buffing it even more, then yeah, we'll probably go and try getting a bunch of them. Not sure how hard we'll go on it. Probably not as much as the previous time, but still, we'll do a decent amount. Are maps worth the time? No. Later on in the game, or once you basically get 100% bonus armor, treasure hunt is no longer worth it as far as the rewards. Pretty much everyone just plays PvP, arena, and explore instead, because all the other ones have better output. Also, hello, Mormurler. Welcome. Yeah, let me go do the one thing that was mentioned. You have 15 Vault Keys, saving them for the next event? Wow. Why do some of you guys have so many Vault Keys? I, like, never get Vault Keys. Okay, let me go and, what was I doing? Explore. Boom, boom. And fair Shra team with this. So we need... oops, that didn't work. Wolf. Dragon Soul. Dragon Soul. Azarus. And a fair Shra. And a +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. Since we don't actually use any yellow, and we convert it out. And there we go. Oops, not on Warlord 4. That would be a bad idea. Kill that out, kill that out. Let's see, Dragon Soul, Dragon Soul. Not enough, we'll just kill it, dead. And there we go. But yeah. Seems like that would work pretty decently. 330 souls per battle. Maybe a little bit more towards like 300 without the bonuses, VIP bonuses. But yeah, just rush Dragon Soul up immediately and roll from there. Yeah, +3 on purple total with this team, as well as +1 red, which is also helpful. Anything that gets Dragon Soul rolling. And yeah, we'll go do it on you. You have highest HP, even though that doesn't really matter as much, but oh well. Yep, come on, cast. Okay, fine, we'll do Dragon Soul on it. It'll still die to it, and down it goes. Do you have a good dwarf team? It's, well, the dwarf team only works for, basically defending on Red Guild War days is about the only time you'd really bother doing it on. But yeah, it's just Lord Ironbeard, Lady Ironbeard, Penguin, and the High Forge. And if you don't want to run Penguin, you can run either the Dwarven Gate or Apothecary, both of which would end up working decently. But yeah, it's mainly just used for defend. It's not really used for invading, like, pretty much ever. What is the best for gold, PvP, or Explorer? The best for gold is PvP. The reason for this is revenge battles give twice as much gold, as well as just battles in general give a pretty ridiculous amount of gold for the amount of time it takes to complete them. Particularly casual PvP, because you can actually up the difficulty and get even more rewards while still playing at really ridiculously weak teams. Yeah, PvP by a long shot. Also, revenge battles, as I mentioned, do give twice as much. So if we end up going and doing that, we'll end up getting twice as much gold. It doesn't actually show it at the end of battle, but if you check the amount of gold you have before and after a revenge battle, it does indeed give twice as much as whatever value you had there prior. So if it was going to be like a 1,200 bounty for the PvP battle, you'd end up getting twice that amount. Alright, we'll go move the green. I know we kind of need that for the other one, but I just need to go and get the Infernus clear. We'll go do that. That should give us the option we need. Perfect. Go grab that. Get a Infernus down, and we'll be good to go from there. Take a skull. Throw the Infernus. And see if we can get a divine. Yes, he left it perfectly in place. And now we just go for Infernus for cleanup, and down it goes. Let's see. Can you show a good Guild War Yellow defend team? I don't even know if my own Yellow defend team is good these days, to be honest. I still need to go through and revamp like every defend team I have. Which will be a small project in itself because I kind of want to overhaul them completely into something slightly unique that other people aren't really using at the moment. The problem with that is there's so few options on some of the days that even work, like on red days. But what is my current defense for yellow guild defense these days? Probably something horrible that shouldn't even be set as the yellow day defense. Oops, it's Guild War Yellow. Oh yeah, it's not that good. It's a pure true damage team, which isn't horrible, but it just doesn't get the job done. The AI just can't do it. Not to mention it doesn't have as many big, really heavy impacts. It just hopes it can kind of clip some true damage and win off that way. And just kind of go from there. Yeah, this team wouldn't be horrible to use. And if you don't have Destiny Mona, you can use Marilith instead. Everything else needs to be as is, though, to be able to make the full true damage team work. Corvash is needed for the stuns and the true damage, as well as the mana drain, of course. This Daemona does extra to daemons, though the main factor about it is, well, there's a lot of yellow daemons, which is why you kind of use that. But the other, it also gets 2 times skull damage, and the 50% armor piercing, of course. Astral Spirit mainly coming in with Empowered and the board control that it has, and it gets true damage, of course. Not sure how well the AI uses it. I believe it actually uses it pretty bad, but oh well. And Spirit Fox, main component. Spirit Fox should pretty much always be used on the yellow Guild War day. It drains a little bit of targeted mana, and then of course removes all yellow. So you don't need to worry about the enemy ever, or not the enemy, but the AI ever really messing that up, because they won't. Okay, anyways. Back to the gold farm. Don't even know what I'm doing with my current gold. Probably saving some of it for gold keys for the next kingdom. Next kingdom's quite a while still away, though. I think they're doing whatever their map update is before the new kingdom gets released. I think, though, I'm not fully certain. We could do this on red. I guess that's not horrible. There are worse things we could be using it on. Okay, let's throw down another Infernus. We don't really have the alignments that we need. Well, I guess we kind of do. We'll throw that in there. Get an Infernus down. Go from there. Yeah, we'll go grab that at the bottom. Get an Infernus, and that's pretty much wipe. He'll be like one shot away. He'll just poke us, and then we can just poke it back. Oh, not after that kind of turn. Well, it won't. Oh, and then it just gives it to us. Perfect. That's technically like a Nyx, but its color synergy doesn't really work as well. Also feels like it targets a lot differently as well. The Nyx compared to a Florian, even though they're basically the exact same troop. Just slightly, very slightly different. Oh no, I gotta use this again if I want to go up against that. Unless we want to go against something slightly easier. Actually, they're both equally as difficult, pretty much. Yeah. Actually, look at that score difference. It's only a, no wonder why, it's only a 13 score difference. That explained why. Well, I guess we'll go for this then. There's barely any difference as far as score. Okay. Go move that over. Oh, that does give it red though. Did I even freeze it? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, duh. We don't have any freeze. Why do I think we're using a queen map? Kind of need a queen map to do that. Well, I guess there are a few other options, but none of those are on our team, obviously. Alright, we'll go grab that for the poke. Even if it's on stone skin, still worth it. Get that. Go and throw down a Infernus. Could have probably got a Divine in there, but oh well. And now we just throw another Infernus into another Infernus into another Infernus, and that's match. Before we do though, let's go grab that. Get herself again another Infernus, and then we'll just need one follow-up poke. He'll die to burn. Unfortunately, knocks his skull. And down he goes. Oh, no, never mind. Hey, the rainbow snake! The rainbow snake of glory. Okay, we'll go and just kill it out. And down it goes. Infernus and dead. Hydra would have been slightly quicker to take a skull. Oh well. I keep forgetting to do that. Like right at the end of the battle, it's less time, assuming 0 cascades, to take a single pair from the board than it is to cast your ability. Even if that ability has no board control. And if it does have board control, it takes even longer to do it that way. You just got Mang? Nice. Yeah, that is very vital for the raids and invasion, that is for sure. Definitely very much needed. Let's see. Gorgotha, Mang, and maybe a Hydra, and the third boss regularly. Wait, what? Maybe Helinda. Oh, Hindla. I can get to... that can do all 3 dungeon bosses. Wait, dungeons. Let's see. Yeah, you could probably just even ditch the Gorgotha in general and just run with a hero first lock kind of team and roll that way with it. Because if you have your hero in first line, you can easily kill them all out and just go from there. Then you should be fine. I can't take that skull. I'm just puzzling because it leaves every other option pretty much obsolete. So let's go for Infernus. Yeah, it doesn't give me alignment. Okay. We'll go get a Mercy there. We get a free turn too, so that works out quite nicely. Get that right into Infernus, and nice, we do get the kill Dawnbringer. And that's it. Just get this into something and pretty much good to go. Guess we'll do that on the greens. Get all of our mana. He does not get a Nyx, or, well, he does, but dies out. Doesn't have a burn on him yet, but he will. Or not, never mind. He might win before, or he might lose before we do. Never mind, he'll lose. Oh, he still gets burned. Not the way I was intending to burn him, but he does indeed get burned. You've been having fun with the skull-oriented war team? Forest Guardian, Divine, wait, what? Oops, I read that wrong. War, Forest Guardian, Divine Isabella, and Stargazer. Any reason for Divine, for Forest Guardian and Divine Isabella? I guess for the green to yellow? Just to kind of keep them going. But the second troop doesn't even get to utilize that initial mana. And just putting into Forest Guardian might not be the best because you don't really get to use them all for the beast benefit that they have. And it would basically just be applying it to itself, which wouldn't really do much value out of the Forest Guardian. Let's see. You just got Mang. Oh wait, didn't I already read that earlier? Let's see. Or did I happen to skip by it? You just got Mang, and you can you recommend a good team for Gorgotha, Mang, maybe Helinda, that can do all 3 dungeon battles regularly? Probably just go Gorgotha, Mang, Apothecary, and Forest Troll, because I would be able to feed it back into the Apothecary, and then you can go all in Mang and kill them all out that way. Yeah, no, I guess I read it twice, yeah. For whatever reason, I thought you completely typed it back in again. It was because I scrolled through the chat and then scrolled back. So the way that it made it looked like it was typed the second time. I need like a has been read button to put besides the things. Hello, John Ray. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, we'll go grab that, I guess. Get an Infernus in there. How do you get Mang? It's 40 brown, 40 red hero mastery. And it has to be specifically hero mastery, not overall mastery. And hero mastery is the ones you get from leveling. On average, you would get it around level 200 to 250 or so. The average person tends to get a Mang. But you can rush it and get it as quickly as like level 150 or so. Maybe even a little bit earlier than that. And Infernus kill it. Yeah, let's go back to the, I guess, Queen Titania team then. And we don't need to worry about that Impervious with a Queen Titania. Okay. What do we have? What do we have? Let's take that red. Move that over. Start getting Alchemist up immediately and then kind of work from there as far as what we need for the team. That brown actually is tempting. We'll go for it. Got the Cascade, exactly what we need at this point. What do we have for follow-up, though? We don't have green, we don't have blue, we don't have, let's take a skull. Oh, we have it on purple now. I guess we go for it. Though then again, we kind of need them for the other troops, but oh well. We need to get the money started so we can go money laundering. And ideally do another one. Yes, there we go. Throw another one down. Hopefully we'd have alignment by now, but no. Well, I guess we could do a little something with it, but it's just not worth it. Oh, you know what? Let's go do it on purple. Oh, no, but never mind. That just defeated the whole purpose. And I can't do it. No. No. Okay. I guess we do it on purple then. Fail. It's like, let me go try giving him better alignment by denying his gem. That will help him. Okay, let's go and double the reds. I just got stunned, but it could still extra turn, so that wouldn't matter. And then the kill, and then we still had all of our turn and pretty much all of our mana. Yeah, Yagoi can get some really decent double hits and sometimes even triple hits if you get super lucky with the what boards falls from the sky. But yeah, definitely has its potential. Yeah, whenever I say hero mastery, if you're wondering exactly what that is, if you go to your what page is on? Masteries. But that might be helpful. What page are the masteries on? Maybe the one that says masteries. But this one over here that says hero, this number specifically needs to be 40 plus in order for you to end up getting the Mang weapon. Like, it doesn't matter what this total is right here. This specific one that says hero needs to be 40 on the red and 40 on the brown. And that will end up yielding the full amount. Or the full Mang, I should say. The full amount of Mang. All one of the Mangs. Okay, anyways, let's go into this. You currently have Kraken, Gorgotha, Solzara, and Queen Jezebel. Interesting. Have been running a double Dwarven Gate Valkyrie Kraken team. That would be okay. Not the greatest of things to use it in, but it would work. But you found it a little slow. Can you recommend a faster team? Out of those core troops you have? In that case, it would probably be... you could either go with a tank Gorgoltha Queen Isabel team, or go with an all-in, like, kind of Kraken team. Like, maybe Gorgoltha, Kraken, Giant Spider, and then one other troop that uses purple, while still covering the rest of your colors, or at least some more of the colors that you're missing. And doing something along the lines of that. Alright, go grab that, go grab that. Go throw a moneylender in there. Do we have any alignments? We'll go take that. Oh! Did I? Yeah, I didn't check that first. Fail. Oh, luckily there's enough now. Perfect. And now we do that to that. Do another one. And I'm not even going to bother doing anything because we just automatically kill it. And down it goes. Very nice. What banner am I using on this team? Which team? The one I'm currently using right now? That would be... I do not remember. We are currently using... Oh, yeah, the Shejin one. The +2 yellow, +1 red, -1 green. We do use green on our team, and we do end up denying out our own purple, but it still ends up working out pretty decently, despite those factors. I cannot get comfortable in this chair, gosh. I don't know what's with this chair today, it just does not feel comfortable. Okay, we'll go for a moneylender here. Go grab that. See if I can get some of that yellows in here. Let's see. You just got a Salvating Mora. Nice. One of the best entangles. Well, in some cases, the best entangle. Not as many scrolls being used these days, though, but still really nice. Ooh, no, never mind. We can't do anything with that. We get double red. I guess it gives him quite a bit of his mana back. Before I do, let me go grab this, actually. I was hoping we'd actually get... Oh, we did! Never mind, we did get an extra turn off it. Still not enough to do that, though, but we'll go grab that. That's enough to go poke it. And then that brings it into the one-shot range for us to just clean it up. And down it goes. Oh, see you later, Jeff. Have a good day. Doctor Who. I never really followed Doctor Who. Though I have heard things about it, of course. How could you not? I'll go move that over. Let's see. Do I even need to move around? We'll go grab that. Take the brown. Go grab the green there. See if we get the moneylender going. Get that rolling. Oh, wait! Oh, I did it again! Should've threw Queen Titania first. Could've gotten all that mana, too. Could've already casted her and then get another follow-up cast. But I ruined it. Alright, let me go get a... Just move that. Get that down. Get a moneylender going. Get a Yagway in there. Now we get that down. Get the last of our mana and easy kill off of either of them. And down it goes. Why am I so tired and slow? Probably because I only got like, what, 3-4 hours of sleep last night? I just couldn't really sleep, so that's probably why. If I seem like ridiculous, it probably seemed like I'm about to collapse right now. I'll probably take a nap like as soon as I finish out the stream. I don't know, sometimes my sleep schedule just gets kind of off, and then I'll be up at like night and it's like, okay, I can't sleep. And I'll like try like doing something for like a little while just to kind of get myself tired, and then go back to sleep, and it's like, nope, don't want to sleep. And it just doesn't work out, and then I just eventually give up and just stay up. And that's pretty much what happened last night. Hate when that happens, but it happens sometimes. And then I'm just like really tired the following day. And that's the state I'm currently in now. But yeah, that's why I'm a little bit slower and all that right now. That would be why. We'll go take the thingy. Go throw a Yagway at it. And go from there. Ah, Famine, why? Wait, how did you get drained? Or, never mind, he didn't get drained. Okay, I was gonna say, you have immune to mana drain. You actually technically can still get drained. He can get stunned, and then he can get the drain on him. If you stun them and then drain them, it's possible to drain it. basically anything that is immune to mana drain at the moment, except for the bosses, which are undrainable. But as far as within normal battles, everything is, because currently everything that has mana shield is stunnable. The other day you mentioned a creeping death build. Basically anything that's Gorgultha, creeping death, giant spider, any follow-up that uses purple. It's a creeping death build. Can you repeat it? You got creeping death and wanted to try it out. What was it used for again? PvP? Oh, it's used for PvP mainly. Gorgultha, creeping death, giant spider, any heavy damage purple source. And that's basically the order of the team. Whatever you use for last slot really depends on your preference. Could be a Dragon Soul, could be an Element Grim, could be a Infernus, could be a just about anything that does a decent amount of damage. But yeah, that's pretty much all you really need for the team, and it ends up working. I actually used that as one of my main PvP teams for a while back. I kind of ditched it lately because there's quite a few more viable things, but it's pretty consistent, pretty fun to mess around with. And definitely pretty good into early game. Especially since you could use something like the Sorcerer class with only its first trait, which is really cheap. Still has the best first trait of any hero class. And it gives you +1 purple. And that's enough to 2-turn your Creeping Death. If you surge both of your moves, you will get 7 both times for the total 14. And then that's enough to just go straight into it. Which ends up working out nicely. Oh, why did I take that? That was weird. But we'll go and grab ourselves the Browns, get an Alchemist down. Hopefully he doesn't do anything too crazy here. It doesn't seem like he is. But he'll just go move that, and looks like he gets a little grapple pot in there. Alright, we'll go throw that down. See if I can go get a Moneylender here. Yeah, did we go for that? Yeah. Yeah, let me go for that first. We'll go grab that. It does end up working out. Not enough, but we'll go throw like a Yog... Oh, I can't throw a Yogway. That's way too much value for him. Okay, let's go move this. Then I think that gives us Yogway alignment. Yeah, there it goes. We'll go grab that. That should give us 13 plus. Dead. And Moneylender dead. An easy cleanup right there. And dead. They even need the Queen Titania to follow up. It just does it automatically. Hey, in a revenge battle. I'll go take that. Thank you very much. That's 2 times the... gold. Not only that, but we're actually getting 5 additional glory for this battle too. It's like we're actually using that useless troop on our team. I should have done that just to see how high we get the glory. I think we get 16 per battle if I'm not mistaken. If we were to do a revenge rival while using the +5 glory troop for the week. I still find it amazing how far glory has came. Glory, when the game first came out, do you guys know that like small amount that you get like every single time you log in? Based on your PvP score. I'm pretty sure most of you barely even notice it these days. But you get basically a certain amount each day to a maximum of 16 per day based on how you're performing in the PvP thingy. And back in the day, that used to be the only way in the entire game to gain glory. There was no other way other than that thing every single week. So PvP was really mandatory back then because it kind of determined a lot of your payout. Kind of still does to this day, but not as much. Okay, do we Queen Tauntaun? Yes, Queen Tauntaun. Queen Tauntaun. We'll go and take that. Get a get another one, I guess. Queen Tauntaun. Get the Queen Tauntaun down, and down it goes. Let's see. You crafted 1 Fair Shra already. Should you focus on crafting 2 more before anything else? I would consider crafting a second one before anything else, though I wouldn't go any further than the second one. But you don't really ever need, for the most part, more than 2. There are a few other niche instances, but 2 is about the most you'd ever really need. 3 isn't really going to be increasing your amount per hour by much. For the most part, mainly because the more you put onto your team, the less synergies you have. Like, you won't be able to get Perpetual Purple Storm if you don't have Umbra Wolf. You won't be able to get maybe the mana generation if you don't have another troop, and so on and so forth. So it is important to make sure you still have all the key components that make your team run. But yeah, I would say go for, I don't know, you could either go for a second or go for, it depends what you really have and how good you feel about the current teams you have. Because you could always wait out for an Infernus or World Breaker or something else like that as well instead, which might be slightly better value for you. Alright, we'll go get this Alchemist down. And get a money lender to follow it up. Okay. Go throw the Yagway down. Get a money lend. And we'll be good to go. Come on. Get the thing. Clean it up. Okay, not enough, but we'll throw that down. He revives because, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, she got a kill, and that was my mana generator. He's trying to be just like a Infernus when he just keeps going crazy. What do we take? I guess we'll go for the blue to red. Just for the red mainly. Do I bother with skulls at this point? I guess we have to some. Oh, that's not an extra turn. I'll go move that. Didn't get it though. Didn't get it. Blue is not really worth taking, so we'll just take a red here. Oh, but then I should take it the other way. I don't think the other way would actually give it anything. Well, luckily we got this aligned and go for this, and we're still gonna win, but he just does not want to die on that thing. It's the third time he's revived on it. There we go, finally. It dies. Actually, second time he revived, third time I killed it. You just died on your opponent's first turn to the loop? Oh, that's always annoying. Which one did you lose to? Like the Nyx loop or some kind of other different loop? Yeah, they can definitely get you sometimes. It's can be bad, unfortunately. Not much that can be done about it most of the time, though. Is this still important to get rank 1 PvP on Monday? It used to be extremely important. These days, it's only important if it's a Guild War week. The reason why it's important on a Guild War week is because any seals that you gain after you've hit 1.5k seals will end up going onto your... you basically still get to accumulate it, essentially. But if you get those 50 glories per day that you can get off of the... or not 50 glory, 50... yeah, 50 glory. What am I saying? This is what it is, right? I'm not going... Wait. Yeah, it was 50 glory. Now I'm confusing myself. Pretty sure it was 50 glory. But yeah, the 50 glory thing that you get from your guild... No. It's 50 seals. Why am I saying glory? The 50 guild seals. The importance of getting to 1.5k pretty early is if you get to 1.5k, that 50 additional seals that you get will not count towards your cap, but you'll still end up getting it. On Guild War weeks, prior to reaching 1.5k, similar to the issue that the orbs have, they will not count towards your total. Or they will count towards your total, I mean, and will basically block your total from being able to go higher. So if you, for example, have 1,100 and then you end up getting that 50, that 50 is essentially completely lost if you're already hitting 1.5k in the week. But if you already have 1.5k, then every single one of those 50s will keep stacking and stacking and stacking. So you'll still get to actually accumulate them because they're not counting towards your total because you already hit the 1.5k total. Yeah, it's something to consider. It's not personally something I go too out of my way for, but you would, assuming your guild is winning every single week, it would definitely be worth considering because you would, if you won it every single time, that'd be a potential 300 glory that you would get extra per week. Okay, we'll go for Yagway, and that should give us a Queen Aurora cast. Okay, there we go. And I guess we'll just go and... Oh, that still works. I meant to do that on green, but luckily the misclick still clicked the correct one. I love when misclicks still work. Like, here's a misclick still. Does it, though? And that's matched. Is enough, too, so even if it wasn't, we still had the follow-up damage. Also, hello, Oscar. Welcome. Also, hello, Tim, if I didn't already say hi. It's always annoys you when the board clears with Dragon Soul or Grigolfa and don't loop, but it gives the opponent a bunch of extra turns. Yeah, that's always really annoying. The easiest way, of course, to counter that is to have like a Queen Mab or other freeze on your team. But sometimes that isn't always viable. Hello, Vangor. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Vangor's in the house. Let's see. Use. Oh, yes. I was just showing this for someone else. I actually use Double Queen Titania instead of what I'm using right now. I'm just using this current one because I don't even know why I'm still actually using this over and over again. I just like switched it for one time and then I kept it as is. Because someone was asking for this without a second Queen Titania, and then we built this. But yeah, I could probably go put the Infernus back there, or the World Breaker, or second Queen Titania, or just about anything other than a Yagwe. Yagwe is still pretty decent, but there are better options out there. Okay, what do we need? We'll go take the yellow down, get the doubling here. We're pretty much doubling, and then this Queen. Oh, not enough. Never mind. Okay, we'll go throw this down. Should still have an. Oh, I was gonna say we should still have enough. Nope, not quite. Not quite. Well, that's pretty bad then. I guess we go and try for one big money lender and go from there. Yeah, okay. So, what do I even need here? I guess we'll go through a Queen Titan. Get a poke. And that's pretty much match. Get one last little. Oh, he had barrier. Okay, never mind. That's fine. I was gonna say, what happened? He magically protects himself, but it was with a barrier. Okay. Anyways, we need the last little blow on it. We'll go and take the yellows right there. Stream. Come back. There it is. Okay, we're back. Yeah, connection died for like a second. Or a few seconds. It says stream quality is now horrible. Come on, stream quality. You got this. Yeah, Vangor ended up coming back to the game as of recently. Oh, hey, treasure gnome. Haven't found a treasure gnome in quite a while now. Actually, first one off stream. It's been 2 hours now. And this first one we found. That is a pretty bad rate. Luckily, next week is the gnome event, so at least we got that going for it. I go move that over. Moves. Blue, worth it? Yes. Get a money lender. Oh, and we got a map out of it, though that is pretty irrelevant, but map's a map. It's a map, it's a map, it's a map. Okay, anyways. What do we need? We'll go and throw it onto browns. Still only 12? Really? Okay, we'll go throw a money lender then. Still, really? Didn't even move. Still 12. Still 12. Oh, wait, how did it go to 13? Never mind. Okay. I won't question it. 13 is 13. We'll go for it. Get a money lender down. If it wants to give me exactly 13, that is perfectly fine. And down it goes. Valut's key? Did I say Valut's key? Oh wait, I didn't even double check to see what it was even giving. Fail. Because I was looking over at chat. Oh wait, what did it give? Was it just 100 souls? Or was it actually a vault key and I didn't even notice? Oh no, it was just 100 souls, yeah. I was reading over at chat, I forgot the gnome was even there. Fail, super fail. I think that's the first time I actually forgot to look at it. Yeah, you can definitely tell I'm tired then. Rip. Oh yeah, we'll go for a mercy. Maybe I'll end the stream just a little bit earlier then. Because between the stream quality wanting to constantly drop and me wanting to constantly drop my focus. It might be time. But yeah, I'll go give out another redeem code and then If you guys have any other questions, we'll slowly start wrapping up. But we will be back later tonight, though, of course, same time as always. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 7.5 hours from now. Well, I guess 7 hours and 45 minutes from now, to be exact. But let's go throw the Infernus down. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, and well rested as well. No, nothing is coming out tomorrow, though. We'll just kind of be chilling, messing around with stuff and all that. Let's see. Well, we'll throw the Infernus down. Let's see. See ya, Vangor. Have a good time. Alright, we'll go for a Mercy here. Get that little bit of drop. Get the Infernus into that. And what do we need from here? We'll get a Skull Poke. Kill it out. And get the Infernus in there. And down it goes. Yeah, that bad internet speed. My internet isn't horrible. It's definitely not the best, but it could be better. Let's see. You crafted a Jotnar the other day. You have been using Ural, Flame Troll, Mountain Crusher, and Jotnar. Doesn't seem too bad. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely loving it. Any other good Jotnar teams? No. Very few things are considered good Jotnar teams. Almost nothing is considered a good Jotnar team. But what you're currently using is about the strongest you can currently build it. So yes, you're doing the right team. So yeah, you don't even need to make any adjustments to it. It's already perfectly correct. Maybe a different weapon other than Mountain Crusher, though. Mainly because Ural's kind of blocking it completely. But, well, I guess maybe not too bad, because you can use the Flame Troll and kind of get it rolling. Yeah, I guess it's okay to be using Mountain Crusher then. Yeah, that'll work out then. So you just get the quick Ural, get your Flame Troll would be upgraded from Cascades, and you would eventually get the Mountain Crusher just from the excess from your Ural, because it would keep getting the reds automatically, so all the browns would go towards your Mountain Crusher, and then you just keep killing it with single targets Jotnars plus single targets Urals, focusing on two different troops, not the same troop most of the time. Hey, full divine versus full divine. Yep, still a very popular team, apparently. Seen it quite a bit more on defend, though, as of recently, out of nowhere. Alright, we'll go throw that down. And what do we need here? Let me go throw this into I guess the blue right there. And move that, get an Infernus down, go from there. Okay. Do we have alignment? Yes, we do. Very nice. Go grab that. Get that down. Move that over. Move that over. Move that over. Move everything over. Divine? Yeah, sure. We'll go for that. Why not? Get that in there. Get a Infernus. Yeah. Get an Infernus. And then we wrap it up with a Skull. No, another Infernus. And down it goes. Hello, RapBF. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let me give out that second redeem code that I mentioned. Second redeem code time. Let me see. Oops. Where'd it go? It's right over here. Let me go make sure it works, and then we'll go hand it out. Let me go mark it. Oops. Let me go edit it so I can go mark it. Edit, edit, edit. Mark, mark, mark. Boom. Copy, copy, copy. Save so we know we used it. Copy over this so I don't accidentally move it somewheres. Put the invite code in, put the redeem code in, I'm not a robot in, redeem, and success. And double check that it was indeed success. Hey, tribute 2, let me go grab that, give me that. 13 tribute. I think that's our like second or third 13 tribute in a row or something. I know I got one earlier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's at least this, it's for sure second. Might be the third one though that we got today. Anyways, name code gives the normal reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. I didn't even actually post it yet. Fail. Let me go do that. It's like, there we are. There's the reward. But I don't even post it. Fail. We'll go put that right here. Go put that. Boom, boom. And there it is. Go and center that a bit. And there it goes. Go. Let's see. Where's the enter button? Where's the confirm button? It's all the way at the bottom. There it is. Confirm that. Put that in there, and let me go add it to the chat. Oops, let me go and move. Oh, I just deleted the entire thing. Oh no, I gotta go click refresh to give the correct thingy. Grab it all, copy it, and post it in the chat. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code for any of you that want to go use it. gemsofwar.com underneath game code section. As always, your invite code can be found underneath the settings, underneath invite code. Only works on PC mobile. As I mentioned, it gives a normal reward of 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Let's see what we get from the 1 gem key real quick. Anything? Hey, Rainbow Snake! Unfortunately, we don't need more copies of it. It's also a useless troop, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd be using it in so many teams. Anyways, yeah, I guess we'll stick with 4 times Divine. Why not? It's that really annoying team, so might as well use something that's at least going to stand a slight chance against it. A very slight chance, but still winnable. Okay, we'll go move that, move that. Or I shouldn't really say that. It should be okay. We'll go throw an Infernus in there. I mean, the Divine Isabella. Move that down. Oops. The 3 queens of winning. Actually, she's not a queen, but Divine Isabella, Queen Mab, and Queen Titania. Some of the 3 best females in the game. I guess Mercy, too. I didn't even realize that. This whole entire team's pretty much female, other than Infernus. It's Rock Monster. The gender of Rock Monster. Okay, we'll go and throw that down. We'll just go over. Move that. And Infernus. And it's pretty much dead. First go over. And I guess another Infernus. And down it goes. Yep, anyone just getting here, make sure to use the code, as well as just everyone in general. Because I'll probably be wrapping up very, very soon. And if any of you have any other questions, feel free to leave them. But yeah, I'll probably just go a few more battles and then just kind of end it there. Unless you guys want me to go over anything in specific. Infernus is female. She is very masculine. I don't even know what they even used to identify it as earlier. Pretty sure they didn't use anything. Because normally they have like little lore text things where they end up just saying it, but I forget what it said for Infernus. It was ages ago. Infernus has been out for like, what now, a year? I want to say. It's been a while. It was pretty recently, its balance changed, like about 5-6 months ago, if you count that as recent. But no, it was like a year or so ago when it was added. Does difficulty affect? No. Your difficulty has no effect whatsoever on the key reward. There is no effect on it. Do it on normal difficulty. Doing on anything higher is a waste because you're just making it needlessly harder without actually gaining anything in return. So yes, just put it on normal difficulty. There's no need to do it on anything higher than normal. You're just hurting yourself if you do. Just using any quick standard explore team or anything like that is generally what most people use. Okay, we'll go grab that. That'll be enough for Infernus. And down I'll go. And we even got the magic buff, so it's even enough to kill it out. How can you be sure Infernus is not a woman? Strong, fiery woman. What, should I go check it now in the thing? I will go do that. Let's see. I forget what the event would have said, though. Let me go see if I can check it real quick on the forum. We'll go backtrack into history. Let me see. Pretty sure I'm not going to be able to find it that easily. Because I completely forget what the event was. Oh, Infernus. There it is. Actually, I should probably just read this entire thing. Long before Luther and his dragon knights landed on the Broken Spire, long before Shegra first hatched from her egg, even long before the Broken Spire broke, there existed... Wait. Broke... Oh, before the... I see. Even before... long before the Broken Spire... broke, there existed a fire elemental named Infernus. Infernus lived 1,000 years, content in his deep cavern below the surface of the world. Fire elementals are not complicated creatures. If it hadn't been 1,000 degrees in his, it's a him, in his home, Infernus would have likely invented the margarita? What? The banana lounge, along with various plush robes and comfortable slippers. It is widely believed that Infernus would never have troubled the surface dwellers at all, except for the dwarves. ... As always, dwarves do what dwarves do best. Dig until they find something shiny or valuable, preferably both, and then leave to take it home and squabble over it. King Freefist of Karakaglogrim words was no exception, traveling usually far afield, yeah, on a boat of all things. Why would you use a word afield and then use on a boat? He spied Spire Island. Where is that? That's New Kingdom confirmed right there. And immediately set his miners to digging. Over the next 100 years, they became quite wealthy, which served to attract all manner of beasts able to cross the nearby seas, including goblins and ogres. Giant invaders aside, though, it was all going well for the old King Fairfist. Until the dwarves uncovered a deep fiery cavern filled with flame rubies. They quickly liberated said rubies and returned to the king to show their prizes. Unbeknown to the Lubrim dwarves, these were Infernus rubies. Only a dwarf could travel 500 miles with single-minded purposes and tunnel vision enough to miss the fact that the ancient fire elemental had blown the top off of a mountain and followed them home. Needless to say, centuries later, Karakaglogrim lies in ruins, its halls charred and burnt, and its occupants largely forgotten. And Infernus once again lives in the cavern with his precious fire rubies. Anyways, that's the backstory of Infernus. Anyways, it's a male. Long story short, it's a male. Anyways, where were we? Story time with Tacit. Okay, now I can't talk. Hate when I do like voices like that. It's hard. Voice acting fails. I can never do voice acting. I do it for like a few minutes and my voice is like, nope, no more talking for the rest of today. Anyways, what were we doing? Infernus, go. What a dramatic reading. Let's see, what do we even throw this? I should start reading like every single lore text that they ever do like that. Oh, sorry, your question? I didn't see it because I was reading. That was your question. The last question is, Avina, worth using if your Valkyrie isn't as viable? No, Avina is never worth it. Unless you're specifically using it as a, what's it called? A undead counter. Though there's essentially 0 instances where you would actually need to counter undead that hard. But yes, there's basically no point in using Avina. I wouldn't really bother. Even as a early game Valkyrie alternative, isn't really worth it because you end your turn. So even though Valkyrie does a lot less souls, you're technically not actually doing less souls because since Valkyrie has extra turn potential, you're even though you're technically gaining less souls, you're not actually gaining less souls. With that being said, let's see if he gives us souls. Hopefully not. But yeah, let's go kill out the treasure gnome, and hopefully he'll have a vault key for us. Please have a vault key. I don't want to see something that's useless. It's probably going to be something that's useless. Well, we got him killed, so there we go. And unlike the other game mode, once we kill a gnome, even if we lose, I believe we still get the reward, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, not 100% sure on that now that I just said that, but pretty sure you still do even if you lose. Aw, only 4,000 gold. That's not good. We can get that in like a minute or two. It's like nothing. Oh, well. You should talk like that all the time. Oh, I can never talk like that all the time. My voice wouldn't last 15 minutes. If you know from the Puzzle Quest streams, from when I do it, it's sometimes I've had to stop the Puzzle Quest streams because I couldn't keep doing the voices, simply because it just, I don't know, my voice box just doesn't do it. The longer I do it for, the more horrible my voice will be, to the point where I just have to basically talk normally, or else I won't be able to talk at all. Does difficulty affect key results? No. I think I already answered that, but yes, there's no effect on difficulty on the vault key rewards or anything like that. Difficulty only affects your soul gain, your gold gain, and your EXP gain, and it does not actually affect the specific drops off of things like treasure gnomes and stuff. Only the actual values gained from the battle, like things like the gold from PvP, or the souls or gold within a battle, and the EXP just from simply killing things. And also everything, if you guys don't know, EXP in this game is determined based on per troop. I don't think there's a single other factor in it other than the amount of troops you kill. So there's like a set amount of EXP you gain per troop pretty much, and then it just keeps going higher and higher based on each troop you kill. So if you only kill one troop in a battle, you get a lot less EXP, which actually these days isn't even possible anymore. They kind of fixed that exploit that people were using, where they basically just set one troop and then that's it. But yeah, if you kill like 10 troops in a single battle compared to 4, you will notice quite a more EXP being gained from the 10 troop battle than the 4 one. Let's see. You sure are okay today? Well, more towards the tired side, but yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Just kind of tired. Does a gem key troop pool change each week? No, it's the same always, though it does add additional troops every single week. Though the actual drop pool of it's exactly the same always, unless there's like a mythic out, in which case it will only drop that specifically that mythic when it drops a mythic, though everything else in the drop pool will still be the same. Gem keys are generally saved for whenever new kingdoms get released, mainly because people like to get it immediately. Other times when people tend to use gem keys is when new mythics get released. The reason for this is just because it's sometimes the new mythic looks nice, and people want to go get it, because compared to some of the other drop tables, or some of the other drops that are available under mythics, some of them are really horrible. So when there's a good mythic available, people like to go for that newer good mythic, because if they do it at a normal time, they could get completely trash cards, like as far as mythics that aren't really that good at all, like getting something like a stone hammer or something, which are generally considered near useless, and the teams that they do get used on are like very, very niche and barely ever useful. So yeah, sometimes people like saving it for that. That's basically what I'm saving mine for. Like, as far as a breakdown, as far as what I'm saving all my resources for. Of course, this is more applicable later in the game. Earlier on in the game, you throw everything except event keys immediately. Later in the game, you save everything, though. Gold keys, I save for new kingdoms to get the common to mythic, or at least higher. Glory keys, same thing. I mainly save them for new kingdoms. Gem keys, I save mainly for when new mythics get released, though also I sometimes throw them for when new kingdom content comes out, so we can go and get all the legends from the kingdom at least. Event keys, for all accounts, are always saved for whenever a good event is currently available, either something that you need from the event key drop pool, or in my case for a late game, when a new legend gets added to the game, is when I throw my event keys. But like, for example, this week is a Queen Mab is available. Even though you can also craft her in the Soul Forge, it is an okay week to go throw event keys. Not anything too over the top. Most of the game people would probably be saving all their keys this week, though, as all the stuff that's currently in the drop pool from Glacial Peaks has been out for a while, so people who have already been accumulating stuff has already gotten all of it. As far as gem chests, most people do throw this on a weekly basis, or save them for when, similarly to gem keys, and use them when a new mythic comes out. Though I personally have been hoarding them like crazy. We have like 4,000, almost 5,000 now, worth of seals and keys right here. It's absolutely insane. It's like 4,200 or something, 4,300 almost. I'm saving these because they said they would eventually update this drop table. They said this like 7-8 months ago, that they would do it in like a month or two. They still haven't, obviously. And yeah, I don't think they ever will at this point, though I'm still holding out, because if they do, we will be prepared. We will be like the most prepared person in the entire game, or one of the most. And VIP keys, if you have them unlocked, are mainly just only ever thrown when mythics get released, or if you're specifically hunting mythics. Those are the only times you ever throw those. Gem keys actually a better value than VIP chests. Prior to getting every ultra rare in the game to mythic, Though once you've gotten every ultra rare in the game to mythic and gotten all the runic trait stones you'll ever need, then you start moving to VIP keys. Let's see. You're doing terrible in the raid this week. That's to be expected. Everyone's doing terrible in the raid this week. It's a lot harder than it was last week by a pretty large margin. A single person doesn't even have level 500 yet, whereas by this time last week, basically a good majority of the leaderboard was already at level 500, which was max level. But if we go check the leaderboard right now, oops, it's my guild. Yeah, currently the top player has not hit max level yet. It's only 490, and the average player is like at, or the average leaderboard player is only at about like 290 to 300 or so. So yeah, it is a lot harder this week, that is for sure. I've been struggling with it quite a bit too. Can't even kill the Val Ravens. It's basically just trying to secure the boss kills at this point. And I'm just fighting with the normal pack. But yeah, it's to be expected. Definitely use Mang if you have it though. That gives you the biggest edge. Mang in the Archer class works really nice. Let's see. Is there a limit to how much gold a Goblin can give you? The most you got is 20k. I believe he can give 50,000 is the highest amount of gold he can give. The chance of him doing so is ridiculously low. But yes, he can drop 50,000, 40,000, 20,000, 10,000, 4,000, and 2,500. I believe that's every gold value he can drop. But yes, 50,000 is the highest he can drop. It's very, very uncommon, though, that he will end up doing that. Let's see. Also, hello, F. Nielsen. Also, did I miss any other questions? If I missed any of you guys' other questions, feel free to leave them. Which mythic is more viable in PvP? Guild Wars and Guild Wars Defend to craft. Wolf or Draculus? Do you mean Wolf Garrick compared to Draculus? I would say overall, Draculus would give you better value. Wolf Garrick currently doesn't really have many synergies, though if they ever add some new war gears into the game, he could become very viable because he gives all war gears 5 attack and 5 magic on his final trait. Plus he has Impervious, which is just in itself is decent. He's really clunky to use in things like Guild Wars and such, so would probably never really be used for that purposes. Whereas at least Draculus, while also slightly clunky in Guild Wars, is really tanky and serves really well into true damage teams of any kind. Whereas Wolf Garrick is kind of restricted only to war gear teams and very niche kind of trying to rush devour kind of teams. But yeah, I would definitely go for between those two, Draculus over Wolf Garrick for sure. Draculus currently a lot better. Wolf Garrick might be in the future, though that's just full speculation. We don't even know when the next war gear event might be. It could be ages from now. And even if it does occur, that doesn't necessarily mean good troops will come in to synergize with it. Might be completely useless. The Kingdom, or war gears in general, really need a good mana generator. If they were to get a good mana generator, Wolf Garrick will be crazy. But currently there is none, so he's pretty horrible. A Mythic will come back in Soulforge every 5 weeks or so. Yes, every 5 weeks. I believe it's on rotation as of the most recent patch. Even if it's not, it still would pretty much be every 5 weeks or so. Legends take a lot longer, though. It takes almost like half a year under the current system for Legends to wrap around completely. But yes, Mythics do wrap around about every 5-6 weeks or so. So that means if you haven't crafted a Fairish Ra from, was it this week or last week? I think it was last week, right? It's not craftable right now, is it? No, it was last week. So in about like 4 to 6 weeks then, you could expect to see a Fairish Ra back into the Soulforge. Yeah, pretty much every 4 to 6 weeks or so. Or, well, actually, technically 5. Well, it's however many Mythics are in the game. Also, whoever was just talking about Wolf Garrick, someone just got a Wolf Garrick. It's funny. Pretty high level, too. Yeah, it's funny. You were just mentioning it, which one to craft, and then someone just gets it out of a key randomly. Also, hello, Joe. Welcome. Also, hello, September Blick. Welcome as well. Also, don't forget, everyone, to use the redeem code below if you haven't already. And other than that, I believe, even though I just said hello to some people, I believe I'm going to be heading off for now, guys. I'm a bit tired at the moment and do need to go catch up on some rest. And I have a couple other things I need to go do before the nightly stream as well. So I'll probably take a nap, go do those, and then we'll be back. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We'll be back later tonight. at around 7 hours from now, about 7 hours 20 minutes. We'll be back for raids and all that kind of stuff, messing with those ridiculously difficult battles that just keep getting even more difficult. Other than that, we'll be back for Gems of War 3 hours prior to now tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, same time as always. Probably going for a little bit longer than we did today. But we'll be messing just around with the standard stuff, just messing around with teams, answering questions, helping you guys out, and just chatting, chilling, and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed. I will see you all later. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and goodbye, everyone. See you later tonight or tomorrow, or whenever I see you again. Goodbye, everyone.